or rather, not last week, the last time we played, because it has been a while. I'll forgive you guys if you guys don't remember what's going on.
I know we fought a weird cop thing or whatever.
I got this.
We killed the guard that was like being real annoying with Emily.
Yeah, but that was at like the end. We did a lot more than that. Like,
how about you guys meeting Ashley? How about we start there?
Who the fuck is Ashley?
Who?
How about the weird zombie woman that is?
Oh my
that
god!
Was like 2 sessions
last
ago.
session
that was
or
like 2
before
sessions
that?
ago. That was both 2 sessions ago.
That was two sessions ago. That was a bank.
Okay. Last session we were like, hey Ashley, we ran back. We were like, hey Ashley, let's make us some water breathing potions so we can go to the harbor, get a boat, and check out the fallen ship. And then we went to the harbor. It was all weird. Everybody had red berries that seemed to be malfunctioning. They were acting like zombies. It was really odd. We go out into the water and we realized, oh shoot, we forgot the water breathing potions. And the knight went back to Emily, ran back to the tavern to tell Emily, be like, hey, what the frick do you think is going on with these zombie people or these red berry malfunctions? And then we realized, oh, we forgot the water breathing potions. Why are we out in the water? So we went back, and then the zombie people were acting weird. So we went. No, we didn't leave. We didn't leave yet, but we were about to leave. And me and the knight got back, hopped in the boat, and we were like, yeah, why are we even here? This is like always like we came out here for no reason, other than the zombie people were acting weird all of a sudden. They I think they were like walking towards us or something with their mouths open. It was odd, and then all of a sudden, and we see some like dead things in the water, some like dead floating like fish man type creatures. Can't remember what they were called, but I remember what the description.
Sahuagin.
Yes, Sahuagin. And we opened them up. Their brains were like mush. I tested the water and it was diseased, if I remember correctly. It was not poisoned. It was specifically diseased.
You pull out your detect disease thing and it pinged yes.
Yes. And
you don't know what type of disease it is, but it is in fact disease.
Yes. And we came back and we were like, okay, let's just deal with the outsider who's been watching over Emily like a hawk, and it's kind of annoying to deal with him, so let's just get rid of him first before we do anything else. We told the barkeep, just make it like escort everybody out of the bar. This shit's about to go down. We defeated him, and now we are dealing with the press outside, who have many questions about what's happening. As far as I remember, I probably skipped some things like, oh yeah, the blue guy, he came back, he almost died. There's a few things. There's a thing.
You missed a few things, yes.
But that's what I remember.
But the main thing is that there is a crash site. The party wants into the crash site to get a whole bunch of valuable items. However, the crash site is contaminated. You're not entirely sure of the nature of the contamination, but Emily said she could heal it in exchange for a very powerful dragon mark, or a very powerful dragon shard that Mr. Blanco, who is the blue dragonborn, seems to contain. However, in the middle of that, a number of other things happened. The first thing that happened is you guys fought Emily's protector, Shamat. He didn't so much die. I wrote a bit of a better description of it in Discord, but when you guys beat the shit out of him, he didn't so much die as much as he did disappear. It didn't really seem that you were killing him as much as you were breaking the bonds that bound him to the material plane.
Yes,
and he went off in a puff. Kuzen heard of a bit of a commotion upstairs, and you know what? Let's start with Kuzen. Way up, he hears the talking of a fellow reporter. This one's from the Stormreach Chronicle, which is a much more local newspaper than the Sharn. He is with an ogre. Neither of them appear to be openly hostile, or hostile in the sense of reaching for their weapons. More like they're trying to steal your show, and it looks like there has just been a massive explosion in the inn that's underneath the Lord's March Bank. There's a bunch of people around. There's a bunch of people, guards asking questions. And when you came out, he promptly pretty much shoved a camera in your face and said, "What the hell are you talking about? What the hell's going down there? Can you confirm any of these reports?" You politely told him to screw off, and
very, very politely.
Very politely told him to screw off, and he is going to respond with wonderful news, Mr. Kuzin. The Chronicle is relieved to report that there is no threat to harm or life at this time, but you must understand your words leave our readers intrigued. Are you under some sort of non-disclosure agreement? What prevents you from divulging the truth regarding this summoned menace? Surely it is in everyone's best interest for the truth to come out as soon as possible, and for the Coin Lords to investigate this matter. Or does Mr. Kuzin believe himself to be above the law, and he's just like, the ogre is just shoving his red berries in your face, clearly intent on getting some sort of comment out of you? How do you respond to these slanderous accusations?
Is it just him there?
It is just
currently Kuzin is the one above ground. I don't know what Duke's doing right now, but something else is happening with August, which we will get to in a short moment.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably. It sounds going on
something
there.
else is happening down there. We'll get to that in a second. So, Kuzin, how do you respond to paparazzi? You can roll me sense motive on this guy, but your years working in the newsroom reveals that this guy has the exact same goals you do. He's clearly interested in what the hell's going on, and whatever words you are going to say right now are probably going to be broadcast 1,000 times over. Alternatively, you can punch him in the face, but you have a feeling that might not make your reputation the best. Depends how Commander Shepard you want to be. How does Kuzin respond with a camera in his face?
He reaches out to shake the man's hand.
The half-elf takes your hand confusingly.
Kuzan, with the most sincere face, says, I assure you, I have the people's safety at heart. As he does so, he squeezes his hand quite hard as to try and intimidate him away from asking further questions.
Intimidating him. Okay, that's an interesting approach. Roll me intimidate with +2 because you're also paparazzi.
Are you doing a strong political shake?
26.
Oh my god, that I'm not going to respond to that because I don't want to date this video. But you grab the half-elf's hand and give him the "there is no further comment at this time" shake. And you roll a 28.
Are you shaking him with every shake?
No, I'm not trying to draw attention. I'm just.
Does this man have a hand at the end of this? Does he still have a hand attached to his body?
Kuzan knows his limits. Kuzan knows the limit, but he pushes it right to the edge.
Okay, you completely cut off blood flow to this man's hand. He looks at you, and you are just smiling, and the ogre is filming you and filming the half-elf, and he is just like... He's looking at you and he's smiling as best he can, and then he looks back to you with the "I'm gonna fucking kill you" sort of expression, but the one you can only give someone when you're smiling at them. And but regardless, you wait an uncomfortably long time before letting him go, and he says, "Thank you for the update, Mr. Kuzin. The Chronicle appreciates your statement. Perhaps it would be best if we question some of the other witnesses to this disaster."
Why, thank you, sir. I do promise you more details will come, and I will contact you personally as soon as they come.
I can't wait to hear from you, he says through grated teeth.
Kuzan goes back downstairs.
Okay, you let go of his hand. How many fingers does he still have?
His pinky is slightly fractured.
Okay. You see him like rubbing his finger. The ogre turns around and starts interviewing the manager of the inn. He fucking shoots you like a death glare, and you've probably made an enemy for life right now, but he is definitely out of your face for the foreseeable future.
Be your man's.
I'm writing that guy's name down. Okay.
Oh boy, more Archnems die in our campaign.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna come up because we're nearing the end of the campaign. But
you don't know. You don't know.
I don't know what could happen. That is correct. We could be just starting a new arc. I'm not sure. I don't control this shit.
I'm just saying, everybody that Duke has pissed off has died immediately after.
So speaking of Duke, so Duke wasn't there in the Eterna session. So as Shamat dies, Duke sees Emily run over to Blanker. The two of them have like a big hug and clearly a bit of a heart-to-heart conversation as they kind of like walk off to another section of the inn. The two of them start talking back and forth. You're not quite privy of that conversation. You will see that Emily has taken the weird green egg from you, and she's propped it up in this strange mechanical contraption that could best be described as looking like a miniature coat rack mixed with a toaster oven. True to her word, it was lying in this like nest of like metal shavings, and it was not spinning. However, there was this large antenna next to the egg that was like seemingly made of, like, kind of looked like an egg beater, and it was like rotating wildly and almost sounded like a household fan. Meanwhile, in the southern bedroom where Gothy was originally sleeping, you see that Ashley has kind of set up her section. She has been mixing potions, and as you're kind of getting your bearings and maybe going to hear into Yuzjin, you start to hear the sound of August like barfing rainbows. And like he drinks it, he feels different, and then there's suddenly this like shocking sound of electricity, and then you hear an explosion.
Okay. The hell is going on over here? You know, walk right over.
Alright, you walk straight over. August is screaming, possibly a scream of pain, possibly a scream of enjoyment. There is magic that is just sheeting out of him. He is a wild reactor of chaotic magic. You see, like, the entire bedroom appears to have been transformed. There's grass everywhere. There's wildflowers. He is just holding out his hands, and there's just swarms of butterflies coming out of those hands. He farts out, and there's like another 5 butterflies. He is like, there's this life, just life everywhere, shooting out of August. His hair is green. He shakes his head. It rains out pollen. You wave a hand. You create a rainbow. And at the end of the rainbow, there's this like cloud of thunder that creates this like miniature downpour that covers the grass on the floor of the hotel room. August feels incredibly different. He feels himself dangerously unstable. Ashley looks at August, who's just like, again, just shitting out wild magic at this point. She pulls out like a quill and paper, and she's like, "Oh my god, August, how do you feel?" Like, genuinely excited that something is happening.
Duke? Okay. Is there a rug right here? Like, right there?
I mean, there used to be, but now it's topsoil.
Oh, shit. Is there, like, any, like, fucking, like, blanket or fucking curtain or anything I can grab right now?
Probably in one of the other bedrooms, yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna fucking rush to a blanket.
Alright, August, how does August respond? How does he feel? As all this is happening to him?
He's having a seizure, really? Just
exploding with magic, can't really speak, can't really say anything. Is he trying to, like, recover from this, or is he just embracing the change?
I think he's just, like, really just screaming, essentially. Just
What's it called? Duke runs into one of the other bedrooms, grabs a big old bed sheet off one of the covers, runs back into August's bedroom. August continues screaming, like rainbows shooting out of his eyes. I think it's working. I think he's turning into a girl.
Duke is gonna fucking throw the blanket over him, and he's gonna fucking just clock him.
Oh my god!
Roll an attack roll.
He's gonna fucking unarmed strike him.
Roll an attack roll.
All right.
Oh. Kuzan's gonna try to tackle Duke from punching
24.
a second time.
All right, Kuzan, you are upstairs as all of this is happening.
I thought. This is wow. Okay.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is happening at the same time as your interview.
Got it. Okay. Let me know when I. Yeah. Let me know when I.
Oh, good. All right, Duke, you fucking clock Duke in the face. Or you fucking
August.
Duke clocked August in the face. You feel you actually as you punch August in the face, you feel that voice in the back of your head be like, "Ooh, that was fun. Do that again." But apart from that, August, you are like in incredible pain and or pleasure, and you just feel this like uncontrollable magical wildness. It almost feels druidic is probably the best way to say it. Like it almost feels very druidic as it like shoots out of your body, and you feel as you're like feeling this pleasure and or pain, you suddenly feel like a bang to the backside of your skull, and it suddenly like momentarily cuts off like the nerve connections in your throat. And suddenly August is able to open his eyes and he realizes what the hell's happening to him. And you see Duke looking at you very concerned. And
No, he's in a blanket. You don't see me.
Oh yeah, you realize there's a blanket over you as you continue to barf up butterflies and shoot out rainbows. You also feel grass beneath your feet.
Squeeze my hand if you want me to knock you out.
August?
He's just, man, he's just full on having a seizure. He's foaming at the mouth.
All
You see him
right.
just
Yeah.
like.
Doesn't knock him out of it?
I'm surprised you guys don't put a wallet in his mouth or something like that.
Barfing.
You
Oh,
guys
what?
see...
There's
You're
magic
barfing.
coming out of your mouth. How am I gonna put something in there?
I don't know.
You
Just, I don't know. Just, like I don't know.
If you put something in your mouth, you're gonna suffocate to death.
If you bite
guys
your
hear
tongue,
August
you're gonna bite
continue.
your tongue. There's nothing else we could say. Tell you.
Jeez.
August continues to scream, at which point he kind of like, you see the sheet that's over him just kind of crumple down to the ground as the butterflies begin to stop, and you feel like things begin to like morph. You feel like you see his shape like changing. You feel like you see something happening underneath the what's it called, the blanket. And as you're doing so, like you see Ashley looking at you and just like, why did you throw a blanket on him? I wanted to see if he metamorphized. That was the whole point of the potion, to see if the transmutation effect worked.
You gave him a potion?
Yes, that's what you told me to do. Or that's what your boss told me to do.
Who's my boss?
The Lucas guy? You guys told me to make you gender-changing potions. This is attempt number 1.
Oh. Duke is just gonna kind of like slowly pull the blanket, see how after fucking beat the shit out of him.
Alright. You throw the blanket off of August, and for a moment, it looks to have worked. You see August. He is, or rather, she is currently laying on the ground. She's wearing fairly the similar clothing that she was before. It's somewhat different, though. The big old jacket that August was wearing has been replaced with like a fur coat. He's now in black high heels. He's got black gloves on. He's got an emerald necklace. He's got pearl earrings. He's got like eyeshadow on now. And he's just, or rather she is just laying on the ground groaning.
Well, it worked. Kind of wish you told me before I kind of laid him out. Or her, now.
Wake him up. Make sure he's okay.
Yeah, hold on. He's gonna open up a bottle, one of the bottles he has, and just kind of splash him with some. He has a water skin. He'll just splash him with the water from that.
All right.
Uh,
All right, Fred, did you see what I sent you?
yes, I did. I'm glad that you did it properly.
All right, cool. So, how does September feel as she wakes up?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
I'm trying to think what voice I would use for this. Because, like,
Go high pitch. Go high pitch.
fuck. Give me a second. Give me. Well, it seems more of. Well, it seems like I've been stabbed by a dagger in my chest and various places. And I guess I look at my fucking.
You stab you.
You feel horrible. You feel like this pounding alchemical energy in your chest. You feel like you just took a massive dump. You feel like drained, like you're completely out of spell slots at this point. At the same time, like all of the nature around you, it kind of looks really weird. If anything, you don't really even feel like a cat anymore. You feel a little bit more scaly.
Of course he'd get the scale.
You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
And it's about the point that Kuzin is walking back into the hole. Let me remove the haste thing from your token as well.
You're not
It's
escaping,
about-
Fred. That's gonna follow you.
It's at this point when Kuzin's walking back in. You see the completely destroyed room down there. You see Duke staring at Ashley. Ashley is writing down all of these like notes in her notes, and you're gonna see someone you don't recognize around the same time that August is going to realize that he has tits. What do you do?
What does August look like? What is August wearing?
August he looks like he's dressed in like peacock colors, purples, reds, emeralds. He's definitely more orangey cat than like house cat he was before. Slender figure, black high heels, big bushy tail, black gloves. Like token's pretty accurate, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Uzan is going to leave the room, back around the corner, spritz some of his wonderful perfume on himself, reach into his backpack, take out a couple flowers, come in and say, "Oh, how do you do, madame?"
You fucking
and hands her the flowers.
Alright.
Risen me up.
She sees a very Chad-looking, handsome man in front of her, bestowing some, like, 6 beautiful roses.
I mean, August has a high charisma. He definitely looks attractive. How do you respond to this?
I've never been.
Just getting it counted.
Duke is sipping his
I've
brandy.
never been rizzed in an RPG game that much because I don't know how to act.
How do you respond?
Be August. Just be August, man. That's all you can do.
August is suddenly realizing people might
Gotta
take into
remember,
account.
you are
slightly
recently a
different.
man who got changed into a woman. That's your RP right now.
That is you. You are August, and you don't really, you realize you're a woman, and someone you barely know is rizzing you up.
Like, unless you feel attracted to
There's no right
the
way to
new
do it.
boy for some reason.
I think
Yeah,
that
I'm sorry.
makes it funny. How do you respond, Mr. Sorcerer or Mrs. Sorcerer?
You just damn it. Man, I'm mishearing my own character. Holy shit.
I mean, you expected this, I hope.
At this point, he Kuzan reaches for her hand and kisses it.
How do you react? How does August react to Kuzin kissing his hand?
I think he's gonna just start trolling.
Alright, what do?
Well, not me buy me a drink first, tough guy.
Oh my.
You heard the lady.
You have yourself a deal. He takes her hand ever so eloquently, gives her a little spin around, and then interlinks his arm like elbow lock, and starts to slowly walk her up the stair towards the stairs.
You're
Alright,
just
two
gonna
of them
walk
walk
away? What about? You know we got a job, right?
That can wait.
Also, that's
Man.
August.
This is not August. This is a beautiful woman.
Does Duke attempt to dispel the illusion or no?
After him like responding with that, he's just gonna. You're okay. He's gonna keep sipping his fucking brandy. You have fun with that.
Come now to the tavern. I will give you the best of best drinks.
It's up to you, not
I-
Fred. Duke ain't gonna save you.
Alright, Fred,
Oh.
what do? How do you respond to this?
I a lot of shit happened. So I'm sorry. Well, so Kuzin is taking me out.
He is taking you to the tavern to give you drinks, and given there's no staff, there's pretty much no limit of what you guys can go and get. Do you two run off together, or do you spoil the surprise for Kuzum?
Okay.
I mean, you can get a couple drinks.
All right. We're just
There's
sitting
no
on the
shame
stool
in
real
a
quick.
couple of drinks.
Oh, you come with me to the bar? Hell yeah.
I want to try something. I'm gonna try something.
Who's gonna slowly
Alright.
follow behind?
Duke's gonna follow. As Duke goes out to follow them, Ashley's gonna give you a tap on the back.
Oh,
What the hell was that?
that type of stuff just happens.
He knows it's a potion, right? He knows it's the sorcerer, right?
Oh, the new guy? I don't even think he knows the sorcerer, but probably not.
Oh God, he's new.
Yeah,
Man, you
he
guys-
just joined.
You guys got a fucked up family here.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see how
Anywho.
much August can squeeze out of him. You wanna come watch?
I mean, I was gonna run some tests on her, to figure out what I got wrong about the formula. I suppose it worked. I didn't expect it to react with his magic so much, but that might have been because of his sorceress blood. Maybe it was the dragon semen. Do you think I put in too much dragon semen?
No.
I'd like to run some more tests on
Just
it.
don't do none of that for me. Just give it all
Oh,
to August.
didn't you all want potions to fight a dragon or something?
I don't. Does it have to be fucking dragon semen? Does it have to be semen?
That's what I was gonna asking. I was gonna refine the formula a little bit more so it's not as, dangerous. I've never done this before.
Okay, tell you what. Come watch me. Come with me and we'll watch everything going down over there because, we now have a
What?
live showing of exactly what the potion is going to be doing to them. And
Okay, I don't want to watch someone go on a date. I need to get them in a lab.
well,
I need to find out
no
what it's
labs.
happening magically.
you ain't
Also,
got
I don't
no
know how long
labs.
it could. It's a potion. It could wear off at any moment.
Well, let's see how long. Should be fun. Maybe you'll
I
take her to
suppose that's
bed.
one observation.
That could be funny.
I have scientific objections to. You know what? You guys are weird enough as is. I don't care. I prefer my books and my
Also, don't.
formulas.
If you're going to be using semen, just use it in August's potion, not mine.
That's why I said I need to work on tests. Figure out how much tinsel I should be using. Figure how much cyanide works as a lethal dose or not.
Say what?
Yes. Do you not understand how alchemy works?
I know how cyanide works.
Yeah, it's to avoid a pyrite reaction.
Right.
Duke is falling in love.
I like blueberry
Alright,
pie.
so do you two want to role play out your ERP, or do we just want to say you two go on a date?
It's up to Fred.
Fuck it. I'm in this for your RP
Yes!
shit.
Yes!
Alright. Well, I guess we got nothing else better to do, guys.
You
Oh my
took
god.
too much.
Vaughn,
You took too much pleasure into that. That scares me.
You're welcome.
My
Party, you two walk over to the bar. It's absolutely fucking ruined. There's like pieces of glasses everywhere. There's no staff anywhere. Just random wine bottles thrown all around. Half-eaten burgers, half-eaten food. Whole bunch of random pieces of chip, given that everyone ran out of here in a massive huff. You'll see like a few of the like really expensive bottles of wine are just laying out there in the open, but the really expensive stuff is definitely still behind bars. You two sit down at the empty bar. What do you say?
Before we sit down, I clean off the seats of any debris. I reach into my pack, whip out a nice silk black tablecloth, strew it over the table, make sure it's nice and pretty. I reach into my pack, grab 2 candles, throw it on the thing, throw it on the table, light them. All right, and I hold her hand eloquently and I say, "Sit down, my lady. I will get us some drinks."
Yeah, September shall sit down on this nice. Is it a bench or a seat?
It's a whole bunch of seats there. They're like overturned beer kegs, and they've been converted into makeshift seating.
Uzan gets a bottle of wine and finds 2 identical glasses that he can find, whatever kind.
You'll find some fancy-ass wine glasses.
And he pours the drink of the nicest wine he can find.
Alright. You won't be able to find, like, what's it called, like, the really end one, but you'll find, like, a pair of, like, maybe, like, a bottle of, like, pre-war Chardonnay. Like, literally, like, 100-year-old Chardonnay that, like, before the last war sort of thing. Like, the sort of thing that'd probably be, like, 200 gold a bottle.
Uzan pours it and puts the bottle in his pack for later.
Alright, you have a half a drunk bottle of pre-war Chardonnay.
Hell yeah.
It is a sparkling wine. It is made of white grapes. It is it doesn't have much of a smell, but it is definitely have a sharp taste. And he places a wine glass in front of you, and he places a wine glass in front of himself. You two are alone, and there is a duke staring at you creepily from a table over.
No, he's sitting this way, looking that way.
Bird with you as well.
Oh, Bird's over here. He's listening, and he's the one
Oh,
creeping.
and there's just also an animal just sitting on the bar.
Probably like he's like still be
Ruining
staring
the
at y'all
romantic
for like a
moods.
little bit, but he'll like be
No, it's perfect.
pretending
It's
to eat the
perfect.
food on the table.
I have not caught your name yet, my lady.
She's gonna giggle, like fake ass giggle. I mean, like, you know, it's girly as fuck.
It's
It's September.
Oh, what a beautiful name. Oh, my name is Kuzan. I am. Now, tell me, I am most intrigued. Where are you from? What brings you to this side of the world? Are you from here?
I'm from. I'm more northwise. It's very nice doing this, especially around this time. She's gonna take a sip of the wine. I've heard
It's
much
fairly-
about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's fairly sharp wine, but nothing you probably haven't had before. Though, given your 6 con, I don't know how well you can hold your liquor.
6. Just. I mean, if I'm drinking like 1 or 2 glasses, it's not gonna fuck me up too well. Too bad, you know. But she's
Talda
gonna
Mackie
take a
says
sip
best viewers on iunisex.xyz
say,
/v6l.
I've heard of you. I think I read your newspaper articles.
You know my writing? Well, you make me blush.
Oh, I know all about you, honey.
Oh, I'll see tonight, aren't we? Well, now tell me, what do you do then?
I run a little flower shop way back where I used to live.
See, so then give me your opinion. What do you take of these flowers that I've given you today? What's your opinion?
Ah, shit, he got you there.
I forgot what are these flowers? What color are they?
You're looking at 3 different roses. 2 red, 3
Ah,
white.
shit, he straight
black.
up gave you roses.
And you just had them in your pocket?
No, they're in my backpack in a special flower compartment.
Oh, fuck.
And they might be a little bit wilted, but they're still roses. That's a damn impressive gift.
I think you should water them more. They look a bit wilted, a bit shaggy.
They've come a long way. See, I have to take my flowers everywhere for moments like this. That one right there, specifically, that nice, pretty black one, that one's come over 3,000 miles. I'm all the way back in whatever town is 3,000 miles from here. I don't know the geography. I don't have a map. That's an out of character issue, not an in character one. In character, I say a city.
Name all the capitals in this country.
The capital of Stormreach is Stormreach. Its own city.
No. All right.
You're silly.
Do you mind if I smoke?
No, of course not.
Is gonna pull that thing. What do you call those things with like they put a cigarette on the stick?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I know what they're called.
Yeah,
You just pull out a cigarette holder.
Is that what it's called?
But like the really long ones that they used in like the 30s.
Yeah, it's called a cigarette holder. It doesn't have a fancy name.
Oh, so
It's basically to prevent like the cigarette ash from falling on your clothing.
Yeah, he's right. Cigarette holder.
all right. Yeah, she's gonna light one up and then start taking some puffs. Maybe do like a cool smoke ring.
You make a smoke ring.
Do I recognize
Yeah.
this cigarette holder ring?
Yeah, it looks like something probably from Sharn, I'd imagine.
All right.
Or
Sure.
maybe he's just catching prestidigitation. One or the other.
Are you trying to catch August in the act before he can reveal himself?
Kuzan like subtly and gently slides his hand up your arm towards your shoulder and says, "Oh, this silk is so soft. Where did you get this?"
I'm thinking.
As far as you're aware, your clothing just changed because of the wild magic explosion. You're not entirely sure what happened.
I found a nice bargain around here. You wouldn't believe, but 25 gold for this finely crafted shirt and for a scarf.
My, it's beautiful, but not quite as soft as your fur as he grazes the back of his hand against your cheek.
Oh man, Kuzan is into the.
You want to roll me a
Kuzan.
perception there? Check Kuzan.
On August?
On touching August.
Do I know what he feels like? Have I touched him before?
Have you? That's real.
Not quite. No, that's not the reason I'm calling for this check. I mean, he's mostly cat fur, but you do feel some very hard dragon scales up his back.
I don't acknowledge it.
Okay, cool.
Man, what a real gentleman. Not.
Oh
I
my
realize-
god! Look at this guy.
Ignoring the scales on a woman. Such a gentleman.
Kuzan gently places his hand on the side of August's feet and leads in for a kiss.
It's
Wait, wait.
September. Are you going to be that easy, or
You know what?
We don't know
I ain't,
what. What's
I ain't
up, bud?
opposed to inter-party. I ain't opposed to inter-party romance. This is interesting.
No, screw it. Wait. Yeah.
Yes!
Oh my fuck.
I'm so
You're
happy
giving
you said
Deji
yes.
what he wants, by the way.
I ain't stopping any of this. You guys do you. You guys want to make this a dating simulator? So be it. It's not like the end of the world's coming or anything.
Oh my gosh. So you kiss Kuzan?
Do you accept
I-
Kuzan's kiss?
Wait. You should just say, close your eyes first.
They're already closed, silly goober.
Oh.
You open your eyes and see his are closed.
Alright, we're gonna share a nice kiss.
You kiss Kuzan.
You describe it. I'm not just as you describe it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
we don't need to get into the
We
details.
don't need
of
to
the
get
kiss.
that detail. We just say we kiss. I think that's a.
I don't know. It's like I don't know where we're gonna go with this because you've been describing it very well lately. Right now,
That's true. I'm not gonna describe the kiss. I'm not gonna say like, oh, we
Right.
use tongue or not.
Wyatt is open beaked, wide eyed. That food in their
so,
mouth drops it.
Oh, I guess we break off from the kiss, and Kuzan is like, oh wow. Oh, I wish we could spend more time together. I may
Sweet
have to leave
moment.
soon.
do I
I was
feel the
waiting
person?
to see Duke.
Oh, sorry. A sweet meal. This is a very sweet meal.
Do I feel the potion wearing off yet, or no?
You have no fucking idea what's going on with this potion, man. You probably shouldn't have ran away from the person who did this to you, but you feel pretty like this is going to be with you for a while. It is going strong. In fact, it almost feels like it's if magic from the potion has completely replaced the weird magic that was coming from your chest entirely.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Excuse me, Kuzan. I need to go use the bathroom.
Be my guest.
Tara Torres says they kissed.
I'll just go to the. I'll take first shuttle. Go to the bathroom.
All right, you run back to Ashley.
Yes. Yes.
All right, you run back to Ashley. You see her like boiling another potion, and she looks at you with just the "I am disappoint" face.
Wait. She's
It
very.
looks- You're welcome, by the way.
I just.
I take it that means it worked.
I mean, it did, but I'm just wondering how long is this going to take to wear off.
I don't know. I wanted to run some tests on you and figure out your magenta levels, but no, you just ran off. I could take the magenta levels now, but they won't be as accurate.
That's better than nothing. I just want to try that for once, you know?
You're
Is he a
welcome.
man?
I'm happy you're enjoying these things, but
Is that what
please,
you
I'm
want?
gonna need some time to like test your magical levels. Do you feel any different? Is there any other side effects of the potion I should be aware of? The way I brewed it, it should wear off in 3 to 5 minutes, but it's been 3 to 5 minutes, and it's not wearing off.
Does August knows about the dragon scales or no?
I mean, at this point, I think you've realized all the stuff we talked about out of character. Yeah.
See, she's gonna show her the scales on her back. On her back.
Right. Okay. I thought that might happen. You might be part dragon now. Maybe like not a huge amount, but maybe like 1/20th dragon. I'll take that part out for the next batch.
was the dragon semen.
Yeah, he's the only one that gets the fucking dragon semen. Oh shit.
We'll take that part out for the next one.
Did you see that pretty girl?
Yeah, you're quite the lady killer. And he nudges him.
Thank you, Mr. Duke. I do my best.
Keep yourself pristine and proper from here on, because you might see her more often.
I intend to.
Also, he's gonna fucking
what do
smack
you-
him. He's gonna slap him.
You slap him.
You're gonna slap me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next time you do fucking shit like that during a mission, I'm gonna drag you through the street.
We are waiting for the potions to be made. What are we doing? What else is? If we have something better to be doing, sir, then why are we not doing it? Why are you
We're
not doing it?
always doing shit.
No, we're doing nothing right now.
Let's go do something then.
All right, let us go outside and find something to kill.
I'm gonna go. You go grab August.
Where is August?
He's back there. He went back over there.
No, he never
No?
left that area.
I'm telling you, I walked past him. He's over there.
No, he ain't.
All right, I'll grab him.
I'm with you.
Man's down bad for a cat. Holy shit.
You guys walk in. You will see Ashley, like, she's taking a blood sample from September. She's mixing it in with another piece of potion. She's, like, you at this point, you've drinking, like, 4 different potions of Identify, and she's, like, looking at them and being like, I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be so pink and blue.
See, dude, there's no August here. Just a
You're
lovely
right.
September.
Maybe we
What
should
is-
ask September if she wants to head out.
At which point Ashley walks over and says, "Hey, cousin, August should be fine. He's just stuck as a woman for a while, though, until this potion wears off."
That's August? That's okay, I swing both ways.
At which point the ghoul just face palms.
Yep, you hear that, September? He doesn't care what you look like.
August, why don't you come back out here for some more kisses?
Are you a child?
Miss Sorcerer, how do you react?
It is. She's huffing her cigarette, just not coming out. It's just like she's like thinking like this motherfucker actually fell for it.
Yeah, but now he doesn't.
Well, it looks like he didn't really care, honestly.
Huh.
Now he doesn't care.
What is his
Not against bisexuality and everyone.
what is Kuzan's wisdom, by the way?
It's like 3 or something. It's not super high. No, it's my not 3 as the score I meant modifier, but no, I was wrong. My wisdom modifier is 0. I have a wisdom of 10.
He has average wisdom.
Okay, so
Well, regardless, miss, I think I may have overdone the strength of the potion. I don't know how long it's going to last, and I definitely don't know how long those side effects are going to last. Definitely going to be driving down the intensity for the next one. I deeply apologize for the side effects, but I can look for an antidote if you so desire, but I'm happy they appear to be mostly just cosmetic.
so you don't know how long this is gonna take to wear
I
off.
think it might be easy. It will probably. I can't tell because of the reaction spiking like this, but honestly, it might be quicker for me to simply brew a dispelling potion than for you to wait for this to wear off naturally.
Gotcha. How long is that gonna take?
300 gold, 8 hours.
Not worth it. Just wait for it to wear off.
Could be a few days, could be a few months.
I can give some
Really, it
days.
depends how long it takes for the chemicals to come through your system.
September, you can live a while being a woman. You're fine.
Like I said, at least you're not growing tentacles.
I
Then
mean,
explain the scales on his back.
That, I imagine, probably has to do with the essence of dragon I included.
Essence? Define essence.
Yeah, why don't you explain to everybody exactly what essence you used?
Okay, it was dragon semen.
Ah! August, you drank dragon semen, you dog.
Yes, essence of dragon. Very funny, guys. Laugh all you want, but it worked. It amplified his magic. I've just never done that on a sorcerer before, so I didn't expect how it would respond.
Well, this is wonderful. I have a new boyfriend. We have new potions. Everything is splendid.
Let's go
Hey,
find
wow.
something to do before the shenanigans runs us into the mud. Ashley, wait, Emily.
Dylan's mute, Devin.
I don't know how I feel about this. To be honest with
Sorry.
you.
No.
Sorry about that, I
It's
had-
jokes, man. It's jokes.
I
No.
just had my family burst down on me. Sorry.
Oh,
Are you saying that in
did
character
I?
or out of character?
Me?
August. Yeah.
No, I don't care. I'm like, man.
Yeah, no, hey man, I'm not gonna push or anything.
All right. Regardless,
I'm just coming to the conclusion of the joke.
Ashley says she can fix this.
Moby
gonna take
underscore
some
HG
time.
says who is who.
Alternatively, you could just wait out the effects. However, she says that the dragon aspect of it is
Brad.
probably going to be permanent.
me, Neji.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just somebody asked a question about who is who.
Well. Okay.
Do you ask her to make the antidote, or do you say you're okay with that you are right now?
I want to see how long this takes to wear off.
Moby
I
underscore
can't predict.
HG
Maybe
says
a
did
few
they
hours,
kiss?
maybe a few months.
I know you can't predict. I just want to see because
So, are you okay with your current cosmetic appearance?
I mean, listen, it could be
It could be a lot worse.
worse. Yeah,
Oh,
but
they
you know,
smacked on each other real
Also, you
hard.
specifically told me
It
to
was
make
crazy.
a potion that does this, so that's why it'll last as long as it will.
I mean, it seems a bit unrefined, but
We want it to last a while during the fight, no?
Exactly, but I need time to refine it. This was only attempt number 1.
You have an estimate on how many attempts it will take?
Moby
I know you
underscore
don't
HG
know,
says
so
hot
I'm curious
medium
your
skin
guess.
tone dancer.
Depends how much. I don't know, really. I restarted on this one. When I work attempt 2, I'll move a few chemicals around, see how drastic the change is that time. When I know how drastic the change is, I'll know which direction to refine it next.
I've
I've done this sort of thing before, but maybe no more than, definitely less than a dozen. Maybe even less than half a dozen times.
I will volunteer to be the second testy.
Not the way the
Wonderful.
fucking
Well,
voice
unfortunately, these things
spelled
do
out the
take
entire
time.
name of the emoji. I was like, what the fuck
You
did you
said
say?
something about waiting. You wanted me to focus on the water breathing right now?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's
I-
still going to take some time. So
I think
please just...
that's, and we'll have to figure that out once Emily figures out how to clean the water.
Well, I'm pretty sure she had some ideas about that if you guys want to go talk to her.
Is she not in the room?
She's in... okay, hold on. Let me move some tokens around.
Okay.
You guys are all in this room currently talking with Ashley. Emily is over in this room talking with Blunker.
Yeah, I say we talk to Emily to figure out what the hell we want to do next.
there you go. I'll be right back. I gotta go feed my cat real quick.
And TK is just taking
Yeah,
a
you
massive
do.
dump.
And Luciano is watching.
Anywho, she says she should have the water breathing potions done in an hour. I don't know when the next female potion will work.
But you said
I
TK?
apologize for the
Oh, right.
TK is busy
Fucking,
until Yusun gets here.
yeah. So, Kind of interesting. What happened?
It was wonderful.
I see that. Might be looking at a new couple within the party.
I don't know. I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, just having a little fun.
It was nice. I don't regret it. And I hope August doesn't either. But it's up to him whether anything proceeds.
No, you're not calling her September anymore?
You mean September?
Well, at this point, it's interchangeable, no?
Who knows? Yo, Emily.
You two walk over to Emily. She is having an intimate moment and hugging her dragon. As you guys walk in, she turns to you and says, "Problem.
Lay it on me.
Blanker lost the crystal."
Oh no!
Remind me what this crystal that was lost is.
Wait, Blanker, how long ago did you lose this crystal? The barkeep said he saw you with it like a week ago.
And so this is why I wanted to have Yushin here to roleplay this character, but Blanker will tell you he got just really drunk and unfortunately pawned it away for to pay off a gambling debt.
Does he remember where he pawned it?
Who did you pawn it to?
A bunch of druids outside the gate, the gatekeepers. Meaning you guys know where to get it.
Oh, I can mosey along over there. I can wait. We might have
As
to
far
have
as I'm
August
aware,
do that.
the gatekeepers are not a hostile order. They are somewhat conservative, but I'd prefer if you avoided massacring Stormreach's druids. If possible.
Oh,
As long as they don't attack me, I won't attack them.
I stand with Duke.
You're House Valdis, are you not? You've got connections there, animals and stuff.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's what I was saying.
It's not my area of expertise as an artificer.
I can burden my way to them, to their hearts, pulling their strings. Get what I'm saying?
By all means, if you want to go and talk to them and get our 100,000 gold crystal back.
You got that much gold for the damn crystal?
I married Luciano's brother, if you'll recall.
Oh, that's the value you're trying to equate here. Okay.
Wait, should we not bring that amount of money just in case they are like, oh, you should have to pay for the crystal?
You have 100,000 gold?
No.
Yeah,
do
cough
you?
it up, Kuzan. You holding that on us?
I thought Emily was implying that she would give us the money.
I did have a bunch of money. I spent it on an airship, which is currently at the bottom of Stormreach Harbor.
I don't know why you're yelling at me. I had nothing to do with that.
Okay, my point is I
You
don't...
sure about that? Because you sure did come out of nowhere.
I mean,
What?
you came out of the sky and you were a shark.
Mm-hmm.
I think more weirdness
You
befalls
don't know about that shit.
I saw you.
Did I transform after the ship thing? I don't think I did.
Like you were on the back of TK.
You were unconscious as a shark person, so he can
All
just say
right,
that.
okay. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up.
I know we can ask CK right now. He'll confirm what I'm talking about.
He's not here. He's in the toilet.
Well, we can knock on the door, can't we?
He's a silent user of the restroom.
Well, then explain to me why Luciano is watching him.
Okay, guys,
Oh,
stop
He's
stop
weird
drawing
like that.
attention to the fourth wall.
Fuck it. I just came back in. I'm gonna go get
Find the fucking crystal. When we
Yeah.
get that, we can worry about everything else.
What if they say no? Wait, they're gonna say no because
Figure it out.
we should stealthily steal. Are you good at stealing?
I'm not good at stealth. So
I mean-
a no from me.
I might as well try this new body
I'm
out.
good at stealth if I take off my armor.
I'm thinking
I
I
don't
can
like
talk
taking
it out
off
of
my
them.
armor.
Like me and Devaldus and
I
Moby
should
underscore
I
HG
believe
says
Duke
seduce
would
them.
probably have the best option. They are gatekeeper
Moby
druids. You
underscore
are
HG
familiar
says
with
then
what the
kill them.
gatekeepers are, yes?
no, I'm
Yes.
not doing that.
Out of character, no. In character, I'm sure I would be.
Okay, in character, it's a knowledge check.
What? I've been here for months.
I know, it's an easy knowledge check.
Wait, just knowledge or just like you mean like intelligence?
You could
Moby
roll me straight
_Hiji
intelligence,
says
you could roll me
Yeehaw
local,
Cowboy.
you could roll me nature, you could roll me planes. Like, it's a druidic order.
Local.
There's a few checks that would do. 18, yeah, okay, you know who the gatekeepers are. Easy. So, the gatekeepers, they're a druidic sect. They're mostly orcs, because orcs tend to be the druid types here in Eberron. Generally, their whole thing is they defending nature, but defending nature from outsiders. Like, they fight against undead, they fight against like demons, they fight against devils, they fight against aberrations. They're all about like safeguarding Eberron from like extraplanar threats, and as a result, they tend to work with the Silver Flame quite a bit because the Silver Flame does literally the exact same thing, like fights demons and shit from Kyber.
Well, are they easily intimidated?
I mean, they are one of the oldest druidic sects here in Stormreach, and they're also orcs.
So no.
Notably more peaceful than traditional orcs, mind you, but druids have their own powerful magics.
Perhaps if we came at the approach of, with that crystal, we will disinfect the poisoned water. And I can show them my vial of water to prove that it's poisoned.
I'm pretty sure the druids know that I crashed an airship into Stormreach.
But they may not know the water is poisoned.
Whatever.
Is that why we need the crystal?
Yes.
I don't care how you get the crystal, just bring it back here and we can move on to phase 2 and getting
Well,
you
I think
guys.
the whole
think is the best
purifying the water thing will work.
Duke, what do you think is the best approach?
I go up and talk to him.
What should we say?
Well,
I
I'm
think we should
gonna
go with
tell
my
him
plan.
a blue dragon. Hey, gave you a crystal. Kinda need it back.
But Emily said that was to pay a debt. Would they not dislike him?
Well, that's
Pretty
on
sure
him. That's
Blanca
not
can-
on us.
I'm pretty sure Blanker sold them the crystal.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's not like they took it from him unwillingly.
it was a simple
Let us-
trade. It can be something.
let us go. They had 100,000 gold.
Okay, it's not literally 100,000.
That's what I was saying. I was about to say, cough that up.
You-
We can use that.
You can't
Blanker's rich.
can't really put a price on powerful magical artifacts.
Well, how much did he get? How much you get?
Blanker shrugs and points to a nearby cup of alcohol.
They gave him pennies for a damn thing that was worth a lot of money.
Oh my gosh.
We just need the crystal back. I don't care how you get it back. Please
By
don't
the
massacre all
sovereign.
the druids.
All right, let us go. We should run because
Or
running
at
is
least,
more fun.
please don't massacre the druids unless you have to.
We
Running
won't.
is more fun. Let us run. Come, friends, let us run. Running is more fun.
Okay, well, I'd like to have energy when we get there, so maybe like a brisk pace would be fine.
You guys, Naruto run out into the streets.
You
move
good,
guys back to
September?
the Stormreach map.
I don't think September can run in them hills.
I was legit gonna say that. I was legit gonna say it.
If the guy who was trying to interview me is out there, I give him a death glare. And I keep
You
running.
got. Well, we're getting to that. So you guys just run out of the inn. As you're doing so, you see the owner of the place nearby be like, "Is it safe?"
Yes.
It's been safe for a
Okay,
while. Why are you
everyone-
still there?
Everyone back inside there.
We'll be back and we'll pay the damages.
Okay. You see everyone begin to like slowly make their way back into the inn. There are a number of other reporters still there. Not the guy you scared off, obviously. He's clearly fucked off. However, upon mentioning that there's no more danger, quite a few of the other reporters will run themselves into the inn.
The blue dragon looking fella will pay it off.
Party runs out into the streets of Stormreach. You guys find yourself in Stormreach Market. You can see that there are two main paths you could do to get to the Druid's Grove here in Stormreach. It's kind of like near the harbor, kind of off to the side of the harbor in this like small archipelago that's been like set aside as like a swampy Druid Grove. Option one would be to just straight up run through the the hills and the cerulean hills outside the city, though obviously there might be a chance of encountering something on the way there. Option 2 is staying inside the city and going through the harbor district. Let me kind of ping where you are on the map, if that makes sense. So you guys are like,
over there.
yeah, do I? Oh yeah, I do have a party icon. Cool. Yeah, so you guys are like here-ish in the city right now, and you're trying to get to like here-ish, basically. So option 1 is basically stay inside the city and go back through the harbor and deal with all that jazz. Option 2 is basically ditch the city itself and go around the city.
What's
Which
stopping
takes a bit longer, but means you guys don't have to go back to the harbor.
Going through this gate and then going up the river and over this bridge and then over there.
I guess that would get you there as well. Sorry, I'm just that's kind of gets more. That's this area right here. This is more like the city's suburbs, if that makes sense. So you're still kind of outside the city walls, and things are a bit more. I guess you guys pass by a whole bunch of homeless people on the way there, but I guess that wouldn't be too bad.
Oh yeah, they don't have red berries, so they're not zombies.
I do great with the less fortunate.
Surprisingly, no. There aren't that many. You're passing through like the poor district of Stormreach. There aren't a huge number of red berries here. Like definitely a person here or there who's got them on like a 90% off sale. But honestly, most of the Stormreach's poor and impoverished do not have red berries. They're still just, even now on the sale, they're still far too expensive for the average person.
We should probably make a base there
like
at some point.
Like 10 gold red berries is still like 3 months' food for an average person. But eventually, you guys make it to the Druid Grove. And I made an even pretty map for this as well.
You think
oh my god, it's lasagna! It's lasagna!
I used the same token. I used the same thing for lasagna. Hold on, let me get you guys maps.
You guys think it can rizz up the entire Druid population?
Yeah, they're Skyrim guards. We're screwed.
Do your
Holy
best.
shit.
Copy. Oh no, that's just that's called the Skyrim guard picture. That's just the one I use for the regular Stormreach guard maps.
Yeah, if we brush up on something, they're gonna think we're still on it and just jump on us.
Alright. You guys arrive at the Druid Grove. You can see this is definitely a much more peaceful and much more natural aspect of the city. It's still definitely built up here and there, but this section of the city, it's not even one section of the city at all. It's kind of like a small lake that's clearly been like intentionally underdeveloped from the rest of the urban sprawl. You'll see a handful of guards here. They appear to be the same Stormreach guards you see everywhere else, helmets, halberds, and whatnot. You'll see a few wild animals, most notably 2 large grizzly bears standing nearby. There appears to be one large main island with a trio of druids, as well as a number of other smaller druids, channeling in some sort of ritual, in the center of which you can very easily see a gigantic, dragon shard laying on a table in the center of said ritual. It is not at all hard to see. There are a few other people on some of the nearby outstanding islands, and you will also see a human woman standing over here, kind of keeping watch of the whole affair. Notably, I guess September would be the only person to realize this. You will see the human woman over there. She is wearing the exact same outfit, down to like the individual pieces of jewelry that drow was wearing when you guys originally came into Stormreach. You wouldn't normally remember something like that, but it's a really striking outfit. It's like long linen bandages, almost kind of like something like a mummy would wear, with that like colored red and black, and she's got like a very natural looking gloves, except this time instead of being a drow, obviously it's a human. You guys arrive at the Grove. One of the Stormreach guards approaches you guys and says, "Hello, welcome to Gatekeeper Sanctuary. The druids are rather busy at the moment. Is there something we can help you with?"
Howdy, Duke Devaldus, member of House Devaldus.
I take it that means you are here on house business then.
Yeah, sorta. I'm gonna need to flash my privilege a little bit.
Well, it's not up to me to question what the nobles do with their time, of course, but I will ask you to reconsider. The druids are in the middle of an important divination ritual right now, and they have politely asked that the guardsmen not disturb them.
That's
If you wish to speak to the head druid, I can take you to him, of course, but I will warn you, he is not in a mood to be receiving visitors.
let's do that. That'll be a good idea, because
Wait, before
probably don't want to hear what I want to say.
How much time until they're done this divination?
I'm not entirely sure what they're divining. Apparently, there's like a missing druid, and there's been a theft recently, and they're trying to locate where this missing druid is and where these artifacts were stolen from. They just started the ritual this morning. As far as I'm aware, it's going to take at least a day or two.
We don't have the time for that.
Probably it's something to do with the airship that just crashed into Stormreach Harbor.
Well, we know a lot about that.
Yeah,
Really?
kind
Perhaps
of
the
why we need to
head
just.
druid wants.
Yeah, we're involved with that. We kind of need to talk to your boss.
She's not my boss. I don't work for the Druid Grove, but like I said, if you want to talk to Oatmeal, you can.
Oatmeal?
It's a long story. You can ask the Druid about that. Send the boat over. At which point you'll see the human kind of look up from her prayers, look across the islands, and a bit of an angry scowl comes across her face. But she kind of gestures to this brown bear over here. The brown bear kind of leaps up and almost seems like ready to let out a roar, but instead it drops back down, and then with the lightest push, the brown bear pushes this little canoe over here very, very gently across the stream to the point it almost doesn't make a sound, at which point the canoe lands over here. And
He was
I assume
going to
you guys get the
nudge
canoe.
September and tell her, smile and wave. Just your smile alone will be a good introduction.
He's just gonna. Wait, who's coming on the canoe? Is it like a bear?
Everybody.
No, they just threw it.
The bears pushed it over.
No,
Alright. I'm gonna puff myself up to make myself look pretty, essentially.
Alright, everybody gets in the boat. You make your way over. Alright. The guardsmen do not join you, but make your way over to the central area. You're going to see a druid. He is, what's it called? You're going to see a druid. It is a female human. Again, she's dressed exactly the same as that drow when you guys originally came here. She's got bandages all over her body. She's got clearly ritualized druidic garments over her. She doesn't really look like a druid. She kind of looks like she just went through an incredibly painful surgery. Her face looks like the sort of thing you'd get if you hit randomize on the character creation screen for Skyrim. It doesn't look particularly impressive, but her eyes as she's looking at you guys come over, it's not so much hate as much as it is oh god, what is the worst this is the worst day of my life, what is happening right now? So as you guys make your way over there, she kind of raises a hand to prevent you guys from walking further into the island and says, greetings, friends. My name is Jeffrey of Clan Oatmeal. May I ask the reason for your disruption of our rituals?
Howdy, Duke Devaldus. Me and my constituents, kinda may need something that's within your possession.
If you are here to trade, I'm afraid to say we are not in a position to be trading right now. There are a number of calamities that has befallen this druid grove recently, and I cannot allow you to disturb the other druids. If there is something quick that you need help with, by all means, I'm willing to talk to you, but we have a lot going on right now, and I hope you can understand our lack of desire to deal with outsiders at the present time, given all of our recent tragedies. We've got stolen artifacts. We've got a ship in the middle of Stormreach Harbor. We've got a missing druid. We've got a lot of problems.
That's kind of why we came talking to you. We kind of need to settle some business involving the ship that crashed in the sea.
The ship that crashed in the sea. Really? Well, perhaps if you can help us with that, by all means. That's one of the things we are attempting to divine right now. We saw the airship crash that happened and the subsequent horror that it inflicted upon all of the regular people in Stormreach. We are one of the divination spells we are casting right now is to find out who exactly was behind that crash, so we may bring them here and I'll sacrifice them to the Silver Flame. Whoever caused such horrible ecological devastation shall have vengeance taken upon them, I assure you. Nature's hand shall guide our blades. And when our ritual is done, we will wreak bloody vengeance on whoever caused this. Do you have information that might help us?
Define who caused this.
Well,
Whoever-
looky here. We
a
actually know
master-
exactly who caused that.
Really? You do? Please,
Yeah,
you would
we
save
do.
us quite a lot of energy. Who caused the airship
was-
crash?
It was House Kenneth. They're completely behind everything.
Kenneth? Really? We knew it was a Lathander airship, but we didn't know how Kenneth had anything to do with the effect. How do you know this information? Who specifically of House Kenneth?
Merrick's.
Yeah, I don't remember the guy. Who's
The
the
girl?
no the new guy, the one who's in charge now?
Merrick's.
Dude, Merrick's developed. Like,
Oh wait, you mean
Merrick's.
the little girl. Yeah.
no,
You mean
the
the
new
daughter
head
or the-
house of Kenneth.
Merrick's to Kenneth, the head of House Kenneth and Sharn?
Yes, him.
What the hell does he have to do with the airship crashing?
Everything. He's the one
was
that
on
fucking
board the
got it in
airship?
the air and made it
He
crash.
was the one who drove it into the. He was the one
Yes.
who was at the pilot seat.
Yes,
So
we
Merrick
were
was
all
dead.
surprised he did exactly that. We don't know why he did that, but he did it. No, we do
that
know
sounds
why.
like a-
How is
that
August
sounds like
look in this moment? How does
Yeah, that
August
sounds
look
like
in
a
this
really big bullshitting check, Duke.
moment? How-
That's a big bullshitting check.
Wait, August, what does August look like in this moment? Like how calm on a scale of 1 to 10 are you?
Yeah, and also August or Duke, you're the one rolling this, buddy.
Yeah,
'Cause
I know.
Wait, I want August to tell me how calm he is on a scale of 1 to 10 in this moment.
He is shutting the fuck up. He's
Because I'm not sure if Kuzan knows about the fireball that you cast, but
he doesn't.
I don't think he does.
Hold on.
I'm shutting my fucking mouth.
That's a fucking
Duke,
natural
roll
20
me a
DM.
bull-
It's natural
Oh,
20.
holy
That shit,
shit.
bitch.
You fuck.
Holy
By
shit.
Allah.
Oh
By
my
Allah.
god.
Holy shit, by Allah.
Holy fuck. August, you have -2 to charisma, and you nat 20 a bluff check that the leader of House Canis was aboard the airship and fucking intentionally crashed it into the. Oh my god. Alright, that changes somewhat. Alright, Jeffrey looks at you guys with astonishment and says, "Oh my goodness, that is amazing news. How the hell do you know this? How did you know? Why did the leader of House Kenneth kill themselves?"
Well,
They were
me
all
and my
aboard.
team were part of a strike force that were going to stop the ship to try and keep it from crashing, but unfortunately, we could not.
She looks at you just completely amazed.
Yeah, he puts
Oh
his
my
hat
God.
like to his chest and will look like very sad and kind of like nudge the boys to look sad.
I look sad.
I am astonished. This is amazing news. Thank you. Thank you so much. You've solved us one moment. And you see her just kind of walk over here and immediately she begins sharing this news with the other druids. As Duke is just unshitting his pants currently.
What did I tell you? I knew exactly what I was doing.
Wait, August, why do you look so nervous?
7 charisma, man, makes that 20 bluff check.
Kuzan whispers to August, why do you look so nervous, man?
Later.
Oh, okay.
He's saying that quietly. He's saying that quietly. I'm gonna make that my point clear. He's saying that quietly. Okay. All right. It's
You see her. You see the human walk over to the other druid, or you see Jeffrey walk over to the other druids. By the way, you guys still haven't asked her why her name is Jeffrey. You see Jeffrey. He walk over to the other druids, speaks a bunch of words to them. You see them begin stopping their celebration. You hear the sound of cheering. You hear the sounds of like high fives going all around. At which point, they immediately begin channeling a second divination spell into the crystal.
Wait, Jeffrey.
She walks back over to you guys. She reaches into her pocket, pulls out a potion, hands it to Duke.
Nice,
Thank you very much, sir. You have saved us quite a bit of work.
Yes, but on to the business as to why I'm here.
You are not here simply as a messenger, I take it?
Well,
No.
to be honest, we didn't even know you were looking into it until we arrived.
You never asked. We didn't know House of Aldous had envoys here in Stormreach. As far as I'm aware, you guys weren't planning on building an embassy here for the next 5 years.
Yes, unfortunately, the ship, after crashing, started releasing a very kind of toxic poison into the water, and it's kind of killing everything it touches. Disease.
Kuzan reaches out into his pack and pulls out a vial of the waters. I wasn't able to decipher what disease it is, but I can confirm that it is diseased.
I will have one of my druids look at it immediately. Thank you very much for this information. If there is a danger to Stormreach's waterways, we should be looking into it immediately.
We can fix it. And I'm sure Duke can explain further, but we can fix it.
I don't have to talk the whole way through. You're good, Kazan.
Oh, all right. Well, you see, if we have a friend who is knows the ways of dragon shards down to a T, and with that dragon shard that you have received from Blanco, we will be able to disinfect the water.
Who the hell's Blanco?
That blue dragonborn fellow.
He may have been intoxicated.
He told us that he gave it to you. That's what he told us.
With you.
Okay, we bought this crystal from a trader in Stormreach. I don't know anything about a blue dragonborn, but regardless, what you need... We're currently in the process of using this dragon shard for a number of our divination rituals. I am sorry to hear the water has been infected, but unfortunately, and as much as it pains me to say this, is there any other way? It will need to wait. We are investigating two very important
if the water gets any worse, it may start to affect the city. May have a lot of people...
If our ritual doesn't get us another person to pin this whole disaster on, we might have demons forming over the city.
Oh, what that happened?
There's been a breach in the Silver Flame, good sir, and we intend to find out what it is.
Wait, what?
Elaborate?
Yeah. Say that again and explain.
Are you understanding why my day has been horrible so far?
Since when can flames crack?
Flames? Okay, look, I have a lot of things I do not mean to project on you. You are not of the circle. You are not gatekeepers. You don't need to hear all of this. But suffice it to say, my order, we spend our time doing many things. The main thing we spend our time doing is monitoring Eberron. And monitoring Eberron and the many planes that surround it. You are familiar with Eberron and the many extraplanetary areas around Eberron, from Dolruth to Shatrath to Ulgar to Vernia to... Actually, no, hold on. I don't remember which one they're off the top of my head.
Which one's the one where the sovereign hosts people go to?
Yeah, Dolruth. You're familiar with Dolruth, Farunia, Irian, Lamania, Maybar, Shafarath, Zoriat, the many planes of Eberron, yes?
Yes, I am a sovereign.
Wonderful. So you are familiar with the basic cosmology of how the world works.
Of course. When I die, my sovereign will take me to be with them forever.
Exactly. that is how things are supposed to work. She's gonna pull out a piece of paper and hand this to you guys for those of you who do not have ranks and knowledge planes. This is a basic idea of how things are supposed to work. Eberron is made of 3 different things. There is Eberron, which you are right now. There are the heavens, which are the planes above, like Kyber, or there are Cyberus. And you have Kyber, which is the hells, the elemental chaos of the dragons below. That is where demons come from. Normally, it is the silver flame that shields Eberron from demonic incursion, and is normally the silver flame that protects our world from interplanar travelers. At least ones that are not summoned here by witch or sorcerer. Recently, however, that has not been the case. And our organization has discovered holes in the silver flame.
The rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper.
You can understand why this would be a problem, yes?
Yes, it's. I don't understand how. How could
We
this happen?
believe we have been tracking who has been causing these holes, and we believe it to be a wizard or some sort of spellcaster that has been intentionally moving from Eberron to other planes of existence, and in doing so, blowing holes within the silver flame. We do not know who this spellcaster is, but assuredly, we are tracking them.
What do you do?
And when we find them, well, like I said, what we are going to do to Merrick's. I'm glad that menace has been dealt with, but rest assured, when we find out who has been blowing these holes in the silver flame in order to bring all sorts of who knows what demonic entities here to Eberron, we will exert vengeance on them we will exert nature's vengeance upon them. We intend to find who has been plane crashing, not only to Eberron's other planes, but to even further away planes. This might be a bit strange to sound to you, but we've even discovered the existence of parallel Eberrons beyond the Silver Flame. Places called Galarians and other such nonsense. Obviously, none of this would happen if the Silver Flame simply protected Eberron from the wider demonic world, but I assure you, whoever has been causing this sort of disruption in the cosmology will be found, and they will be stopped. That's problem number 1. And it's definitely the biggest one in our agenda. Party, do you guys need a roll an Arcana check to realize who might be behind that?
Nah.
I mean,
I think
I
we're kind of
already
being.
knows exactly who's behind that.
Look,
Two
me as a
people.
player, I'm being careful on how to mention this or if to mention it at all because these fools might just easily kill us if we say something wrong.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, can we have a little recess?
Out of character, I think you guys know what's going on right now, but I just want to make sure everyone understands in character that, everyone's favorite artificer.
I thought you were saying Yushin.
No,
Also Yusjin as well, but you guys don't know he's a Eberron yet.
Oh my god. I think we should shut our fucking mouths and just nod.
Yeah.
But the party suddenly realizes the other aspect of this plot.
I'm glad
Which
we're
is the
all
dread
like in
guarantee.
agreement here and how to react to this.
Yeah, we shut our fucking mouths.
Suffice it to say, we intend to use this dragon shard to find whoever this demon summoner is, track them down, and take their very soul and shove it in the silver flame.
What?
Forcefully, so that their soul may close the holes that they have created to allow demons into the material plane.
Is that the only way to prepare the flame?
The silver flame is made up of, well, for you and for I, who follow the sovereigns, our souls go to Dulruth after death, and we join our souls with our sovereigns.
Mm-hmm.
For your friend, I'm assuming Duke wears his silver flame symbol openly, yeah?
Yeah.
For your friend here, he unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, he has no afterlife to look forward to. When your friend here dies, his soul joins with the eternal chorus of the Silver Flame, and that is what allows Eberron to be protected from demons. It is the Silver Flame that has been burning since the Age of Kyber, and it is the souls of the followers of the Silver Flame that give their lives to protect us. To have someone damaging the Silver Flame like this, the very barrier between Eberron and Kyber, it is... One wonders to imagine the inhuman cost behind such demonic summoning.
Wait, I'm so confused. Like, out of character, I'm so confused how Emily never encountered these people and learned this stuff.
Because Emily's a giant nerd and doesn't talk to druids.
Wait.
Yeah,
so
she's got
there
a
is
whole organization after her bag.
So there is a heaven.
Also, Emily has like 8 wisdom. You guys are welcome to talk to her about this. She's smart, but only book smart.
Go ahead, Fred.
Wait, so there is a heaven? Is that what you're implying now?
Okay, she is a follower of the Silver Flame, or she is a follower of the Sovereign Host. So as far as Sovereign Host followers are concerned, okay, hold on. Out of character here for a second. Let me explain heaven in Eberron, because it's been a bit of a plot point.
Yeah, it has been a plot point, and it's just been.
So I apologize. It's been a bit of out of character. There are 3 main religions in Eberron. There's the Sovereign Host, there's the Silver Flame, and there's the Blood of Vol. Sovereign Host people are your traditional theists. Sovereign Host people say, okay, there's gods out there. They really exist. When you die, your soul goes to Dol Ruth, and then from there it goes to meet with the gods directly. They're like the traditional god people. Then you have the Silver Flame. The Silver Flame, basically, when your soul dies, you're a follower of the Silver Flame, you go and basically join the Windows antivirus of Eberron, which is to say your soul joins a literal Silver Flame that protects Eberron from demons. And protects the world from. So it's like if you're a follower of the Silver Flame, you don't get a heaven, but your heaven is your soul is kindling for protecting the world from demons. If that makes sense.
I see.
Emily is part of the cult that she and Jonah was investigating, called the Blood of Vol. Blood of Vol basically says everyone above me is stupid and everyone above me is a liar. There are no gods. Everything the Silver Flame says is a giant, or everything the Sovereign Host and Silver Flame are giant lies. We can all become gods if we think hard enough, and everything that and you just evaporate after death, and there is nothing after death.
Atheism.
And sort of atheism, but also we could all become gods, and they're like into necromancy and shit. It is mostly outlawed, and it's the reason that Emily and Jonah were fighting them. But part of the reason Emily is not those sane is she's started to adopt some of those beliefs. But yeah, those are the 3 main religions in Eberron. This would have been easier if we had a cleric in the party, but I apologize if I have to go out of character to explain this.
Because no, you're good.
We had a cleric for a minute, but he died.
I admit this has been a bit of a plot point, so I am happy to step outside and explain religion for you. But those are the 3 main religions. There's gods, and we go to heaven after death. There are gods, but what's important is sacrificing your soul to prevent the world from demons after death. And fuck everyone, I want to be a god, atheism. And you have been dealing with members of all 3 religions.
Yeah, and it's been really confusing for me.
I apologize. Do you have any specific questions you want me to answer?
Not right now, because it's fun. I want to keep the plot rolling.
But yes, currently you are talking to a member of the Sovereign Host. So her understanding of the cosmology is there are gods, and going to Dol Ruth involves going to heaven. Emily has a radically different view of what Dol Ruth means. And there's a reason, and most people would call that heresy.
This is why Kuzan wants to stop her, because he believes that she's preventing fellow sovereigns from seeing their god.
Exactly. There's a whole other religious mix-up plot in here somewhere, but unfortunately your cleric fucking died 10 sessions ago. So...
That.
10 sessions ago? More like
I think it was
30.
more like 30, yeah.
35.
Quite a while ago, yeah. If one of you guys wants to roll up a cleric again, you're more than welcome to. Religion has been a bit of a big plot point for this campaign.
Kazan
I
has-
apologize. Anywho, but yeah, she basically tells you, regardless of religion, there's been a lot more demons on Eberron recently, and it's because they have detected holes in the Silver Flame. Don't suppose you guys know who's been causing that sus emoji.
What is Jeffrey, is this putting this person back into the Silver Frame? Is this the only way to save it? Because perhaps if we couldn't find this person, what would we do?
The Silver Flame will naturally heal on its own. The Silver Flame is fueled by the dead souls of worshippers of the Silver Flame, so as long as people maintain faith in the Silver Flame, and as long as people still die, the flame will heal itself. That is not the issue here. The issue is that someone is intentionally poking holes through the Silver Flame to explore other worlds. Holes that allow demons from Kyber to infest our universe, and holes that the gatekeepers are intent on plugging. We wish to keep Eberron safe from the terrors of the multiverse. That is the reason the Silver Flame exists. Eberron was once overran by demons. After all, we do not want a repeat of the Age of Kyber.
That sounds bad. I mean, I'll go Dol Ruth no matter what. So, but that still sounds terrible.
I understand you are not a druid, but hopefully you understand that demon's bad.
Yeah.
Are we on the same page on that at least?
Oh yes, of course, yes. I could not consciously allow myself to do nothing if that was happening.
We have at least a little bit of a lead. However,
Which
which is the other two problems I've been dealing with recently. One is a bit of a personal matter, which is one of our members has disappeared and we are attempting to find him. But the second is we've had a bit of a theft recently.
What was stolen?
Ritual components, magical weapons specifically. We believe they were stolen by the wizard who has been causing all of this. As these components are what we need in order to focus our ritual, in order to find who has caused these holes in the Silver Flame. Of course, if you have any information on who could be causing these holes in the Silver Flame, please. We'd be happy to hear. Don't suppose you know anything about this?
No. I mean,
Nothing? Nothing at all?
For all we know, it's like could have been Merrick's. He seems to be
Definitely,
handling a lot of
yeah.
things.
I say maybe look at Merrick's. That could have been it.
The dead guy, you think he was involved in demonic summoning?
Wait, Tara said he was dead?
You
I
just
did not
told me
say he was dead.
crashed You just told me he crashed an airship into Stormreach Harbor. Did you not?
No,
I wasn't on
he
the
got
ship
away.
with them.
He
Wait,
like
what?
majorly got away. Yeah. No, like I said,
How the
we
hell
were-
do you get
were
away
trying
from
to
an
stop him.
airship crashing into your harbor?
I mean, ask
They
him,
had
he
these,
survived
like-
the crash too.
they had these miniature like airships they used to just fly off. Like we were neck and neck trying to get him, but he hopped on and then got away.
You're technically telling the truth, but that's still a bluff check, unfortunately.
You can't just roll
You are,
up.
you are
This is why I
still,
should've
you are
just
still
stayed
moving the
silent.
truth.
I should have just shut
You're
up.
Still altering the truth slightly, even if you are mostly telling the truth.
Merrick's,
That is
why'd
still
you
another bluff.
mention Merrick's on the ship, man? Why'd you mention Merrick's?
I just fucking think she'd keep asking.
Dude, that's our goal. Is our current goal right now is to kill him. That is our current goal, is to go find Merrick's and kill him.
I mean, it's good in long run.
You guys are amazing at pissing off your allies. It's great.
16 still good. Come on, DM.
16 is still good. Oh my god.
Wait,
God.
I want to help. I want to help.
I want to help too. I want to help too. I want to help too.
Alright, roll me 8 and others. That's a successful 8 and other. That's an 18.
God, please, give me by Allah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
my boy.
That's a successful 20.
You-
Why
you
the
have
fuck
a
is
plus-
August not doing the
Yeah,
talking?
you have a plus
I'm-
11 to bluff, and you're not doing the talking.
This
I-
man is charisma based.
I shut up because I didn't want to say anything that I'll slip up thinking it would be me. Because as soon as I think, I'm gonna talk, I get that 1. I'm not gonna fuck up. I'm
I think it
sorry.
would make sense. I think it would make sense that you would get like a 40 and slip like minus because you were the one who caused the crash. Honestly, that's how I would rule that as a DM. You would get a 40 and slip -1 to your roll.
Anyway, she looks at you a little bit sus, but is like, right, so what happened? So you were tracking Merrick Stakhanov on an airship. He crashed it into Stormreach Harbor and then got away? Actually, you know what? I think we did hear a report of something like that, of strange mechanical flying creatures. That was Merrick's?
Yeah.
Is he in Stormreach right now?
We couldn't say.
We assume
We
he got
currently
away,
do
and we
not
did
know
our
his
best to
exact
track him
location.
down, but we couldn't.
Well, if you bring his exact location, the Druid Grove is more than willing to offer you a bounty for his head. Anyone who defouls nature in such a way should be punished, and we would be overjoyed if we could be the ones to deliver that punishment to an evil artificer of such a nature.
So if we needed like some aid and we sent word to you, we might get some help.
Like I said, I've got a lot of things going on right now. If you can help elevate some of those, by all means.
What if we
You
help
scratch
you
my
find the
back, I'll
missing
scratch
person?
yours.
What if we help you find the missing person?
Yeah.
Would you? It's not the highest priority thing right now, but if you could help us find our missing druid, I'd be more than happy to help you. I'd be more than happy to repay you in kind.
I say
The,
we have
the artifacts are slightly more important because they're what impeding our
Oh.
ritual.
All right.
Though I
Let
will
us-
say, if you have need of our dragon shard, we are more than happy to lend it to you once we are finished our ritual. We just need those focusing components.
Then let us search for those components.
Would you be willing to do so? We really only just need the one.
Which one would it be?
Oh, what's it called? It's the trident, I think it is.
Right.
And she goes
Wait,
back,
does
starts
that
going through
sound
her
familiar
things.
to the vault?
No, I did not mean to rotate left. And I want to rotate right. Hold on, I'm moving a PDF around. 1 second. There was yes, the trident. The trident is definitely what we need. The other two aren't really terribly important, but if you could retrieve that trident, it would help us focus our ritual, and that would definitely help us narrow down whoever's causing these holes in the silver flame. That and our missing druid.
I wish we were.
You do those two things for me, we'd be happy to return your crystal.
Do you have any
And you would
leads on the
have-
trident?
Well, about that actually. She reaches into her dress, pulls out a piece of paper. The thief left a calling card,
Oh, odd.
and she hands you a piece of paper.
Search ye far first, or search ye near. You'll find no trace of thee unless you follow instructions clear. For the weapon. Why did they fucking slut left a frickin'? I don't like this guy. The weapons abide with me. North past forest. Farth. Interesting.
Far-
Oh,
Faro? Me Faro? Wait, no,
Farth.
Farth.
Farth and Faro, you must go to reach the Featherhead Mound. Then down away from the sun, you forget life. Forget light, forget sound. To rescue the wave, you must do battle with the beast in the boiling bubble. Coat cavern vast, where chain links rattle, lies within. Lies?
Whelm. It's the name of the
Lies
other
Whelm.
artifact that was stolen.
Oh, odd. Past waterspouts double. Black razor yet remains, and remain to be won. underneath inverted ziggurat. Is that another artifact?
The
That-
3 artifacts are called Wave, Whelm, and Black Razor.
Oh,
It's a magical trident, a magical hammer, and a magical greatsword, respectively. We only really need the trident, but all 3 were stolen. And
that
it looks like whoever
garnered
stole it
does
is
not
trying to mock us.
There you now. For now, you'll find you are caught. I care not. Former owners brave. What heroes you seek to hire, thought mighty each shall be my slave or vanish into the fire. Jesus. Fucking slut.
That's not the word I'd use to describe it, but yes. We've managed to translate part of the riddle. It's, there's a large volcano north of here called the White Plume. We believe it's the feathered mound from the poem. Just north of Stormreach.
Feathered mound down.
I have no
away
idea
from
who the K
sun.
is, though.
Down away from the sun. Oh, I guess that means into it. Forget life as sound. Boiling bubble. That still refers to the coast cavern. Rose cavern where chain links battles. Was there some kind of dungeon in the volcano? You think?
I have no idea. We've located a volcano north of Stormreach, but as you can understand, we've kind of been a little bit busy and haven't exactly had time to send anyone. If you can retrieve these relics, the dragon shard's yours.
Well, we will do our best.
We
I think this is
appreciate
a fair
it.
deal. Clearly, you need the shard, and you've attained it fairly. So it's we're in obviously no place to say we have the right to it just as much as you. So this seems fair to me. What do you think,
And
friends?
obviously, I imagine that you're quite interested in Again, once we finish this ritual, we'll be able to find out who's been blowing these holes in the silver flame, and we'll be able to find that person and bring them to justice. We just need Wayne.
Do you believe in what's it? Rehabilitation?
Rehabilitation for demon summoners, people who have been intentionally causing damage to the silver flame and endangering all of Eberron.
Yes.
Our entire order is dedicated to keeping peace on the city and keeping peace of just keeping the world safe.
Is
Why would we show
rehabilitation-
mercy to anyone who's damaged the world? Do you know more of what you're? Do you know who this person is?
Nope. Just curious.
And Yushin's here, I think.
Is he here?
He just went online on Discord, so hopefully he should be showing up soon.
He's on his phone. So
Refer to me only as Grand Mage Yushin. Okay, didn't know that. I've been calling him Yushin, not Grand Mage Yushin. My bad, Yushin. Or should I say Ben?
he's
But
just full-
you understand why I've been so annoyed.
Yes.
And finally, of course, there is the matter of the missing druid. It's not as terribly important as everything else that's been happening recently, but if you truly wish to have an ally here in the druidic tier of the gatekeepers, if you're willing to find our missing member, I'd be more than willing to compensate you, either in gold or in allies.
What's their name?
He looks at you. Let me go back to my notes. Well, that's really easy. His name is Bango. He's a druid who's been missing. He's a druid who's been missing from our grove for well over 6 months now. His mother is worried sick about him. He's not the brightest druid in the entire world, I will admit. Not everyone is born with an innate connection to nature, but our order possesses the ability to improve that connection, and we wish to anoint him in such a ritual so he may serve the gatekeepers, and to be honest, his mother is worried sick.
I think the only one here that knows him as Bango is Chris.
I don't know if you know anyone named Bango. He's an orc about yay big, and he'll give you a brief description of what Bango looks like. Up to you guys if you guys connect the dots. If not, but he's an orc for quite some time. He's not the brightest person in the world, but if he should be fairly easy to find. We believe he's either here or probably maybe back on the mainland.
And he's a
And
druid?
yes, Bango
Oh.
Oatmeal. He's part of my clan.
Is that the guy I met for like half a session?
No,
Possibly.
that's TK.
No, I'm talking about like earlier, like a while ago. Like we visited that town and there was an orc there. I think had that name, right?
There was, yes.
I just don't remember the name. Can I just? Oh, I remember this orc by that name in this city. Yada yada yada.
You met Bango? Where?
Is August
I,
here?
as a player, don't remember.
Is Fred here IRL?
I'm here. I've just been quiet. That's all.
Oh man, how do you not? Dude, this is your character's moment. You know the dots here.
But, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's just kind of weird to do because Yuzhin's not here. And I kind of wanted to do this whole scene with Yuzhin being here.
Did you hear what Dylan said?
Yeah, Bango. I'm just thinking that was you. That's TK.
Yes, out of character. That's TK's name.
Alright, I'm sorry. It's just like I was. My brain was like thinking, is that the right character? I don't know. I was tripping for a whole second. I don't know why.
All good. You guys don't know him as TK, but he'll say he is an orc. He is a member of our order, and he has been missing for several months now. His mother is worried sick, and we wish to ordain him as a proper member of the Gatekeepers. He's a member of my clan, and his name is Bango Oatmeal.
Wait, did I meet him before he became TK?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
Wait. Did
you never met him before he was TK?
I feel like we met an orc named Bango.
That's what I was trying to say. Like August, this is August's moment because he's the one who can actually see all the dots here.
I'm sorry. I was tripping out. Like my brain was like, "Is that the right character, or am I fucking getting something mixed up?" Okay. Oh,
actually, you know what? Speaking of which, considering he just got here, let's restart this scene to make sure everyone's aware of what's going on.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
All good. It's been a bit of a lore dump today.
He's like,
Sorry for throwing a bunch of information. Like I said, I've been planning this session for a while.
Okay.
Cool.
Hi.
Yeah, no. I apologies for not being here. I totally had like plans for dinner with someone, and then Kevin was texting me, and he was like, "Hey, you ready for session today?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry. Wait, we have a session?"
I admit we've been gone for a few weeks, but I finally had an idea, and I wanted to make it happen. Also, you're starring today, so I kind of screwed with my plans. Anywho, this actually makes perfect sense. So TK, last thing you remember, you just had to take a really massive dump when everything that happened after Shazam. You've been in the bathroom for like 3 hours. You get up. You see that there are people. You're back at Phoenix Tavern. There's people back inside Phoenix Tavern. A bunch of people approach you saying, "Where the hell did those guys go?" They were talking about something about druids. At which point, Ashley comes up to you and informs you that 1, the water breathing potions are done. 2, the first gender change potion you ordered worked-ish. It worked on August, but there were some side effects. But she doesn't think the side effects are terribly important, and they said they were going to go to speak to the druids of the Gatekeepers. So you should probably go in that direction.
Does Ashley mention what happened between Kuzan and?
Nope, she is not mentioning that. She just said there were some side effects, and they went to go see some druids.
Cool.
And you should go that way, TK.
Sure.
Alright, cool. TK, you ride through the slums. You arrive at the Druid's Grove. You will see... you'll see Duke, and you'll see Kuzin, and you'll see them with someone you probably don't recognize. They are with a very attractive lady woman, with quite the fluffy tail.
Lady woman.
And as you make your way across, you find they are talking to a human woman, and as you're making your way across in this like little canoe, you'll see there's like a pair of bears there, and they'll like gently push the canoe across the Druid Grove. It's kind of like this one piece of like undeveloped land right next to Stormreach. That's all these like little tiny like archipelago of islands that the druids are using. There's a bunch of druids channeling. There's a large. You'll see the dragon shard you guys need like right fucking there. It's clear the druids are currently using it. And hold on, let me grab TK here real quick. And as TK is making his way across and the druid acknowledges you, you hear the druid say, and finally, in addition to those two things, the last matter we really need attention to is finding our missing druid. His name is Bango. I don't suppose you guys know anything about him. As TK is getting off the boat. What do?
Hello, gentlemen.
You see your two
It was
friends
very
there next
difficult
to
getting my horse on that boat, but I managed to get it. Yeah.
the horse will still be over here. If you want.
No, wait, no.
Oh, okay.
Horse has definitely gotten on the boat.
DK,
Alright,
I'm so glad to see you.
Hey, who's this ugly little creature you're with?
The cat? That's
Yeah.
beautiful September. What are you talking about?
September. I've not met you. Are you related to the other
Right.
cat?
I don't know.
Hold on. I'm debating my brain. Should I do this again?
Your gut says yes. Your gut says yes.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
What's happening?
Right.
This is my girlfriend.
Very nice.
She is gonna be. My brain. I'm blanking out. Like she's gonna be at his side, holding his arm, essentially. So you're the nut they've been talking about.
I assume so.
Pleasure to meet you, Sir Knight. You hear the human say, "My name is Jeffrey Oatmeal, and I've been telling your friends how my day has been absolutely ruined recently.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
We've got a missing druid, we've got missing art, we've got stolen artifacts, and we've got holes in the fabric of the multiverse."
God. Wait, is August gonna say anything? Are you gonna say nothing?
I'm about what the fucking missing person.
Then, yeah.
It just
No, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. I'm just curious.
I'm sorry. It's just like I was blanking in and out that entire time you guys were talking about.
Alright, TK, you see the weird cat lady having a bit of a seizure, but you're fairly certain they said your non-name when you were on your boat over here. How react?
Honestly, he kind of just played off. Like his helmet's on. Like I assume as soon as he heard it, he definitely puts the helmet back on.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
absolutely. I'm imagining you're helmeted right now.
Mm.
Yes, we're looking for the name. We're looking for a missing druid. He's an orc by the name of Bango Oatmeal. Haven't seen him for quite some time, and he's worried sick.
Yeah, September is gonna kind of like
What does he look
just.
like?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just asking what he looked like.
I was gonna say the night. September gestures TK to take off his like helmet.
Sorry. You know how it gets. It gets stuck. It's stuck. So don't worry too much about it.
She is gonna go on his back, and I think August knows how to take off the helmet.
Is TK gonna let that happen, or do you want to talk to the woman first?
No, thank you.
Which one?
Did Steph arm her?
Feel free to roll a combat maneuver check, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, so you attempt to take off his helmet, but you can clearly see he's trying to keep it on. Do you keep going?
Oh, you can roll on that 20s. I don't know if you want to.
If you want to fight with him, that's a disarm maneuver, or you can
I mean,
see
his
clearly
CMD
wants to keep his helmet on.
His CMD is not that good.
Be gentle, DK. That's a dainty woman right there.
I'm debating because I don't want to ruin this moment.
You see September attempting to hesitate as she moves to pull your helmet off.
Attempting to hesitate.
Or you see her hesitate as she goes to pull your helmet off.
No, it's funnier if he attempts to hesitate.
like I said, I'm sorry to bother you adventurers, but like I said, War Grove has just been having the worst day right now. I understand if you guys need a moment to yourselves.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Wonderful. I will inform the Groves of Merrick's death again. Thank you very much. And she leaves you guys alone for the time being.
Interesting.
September's just. I thought I saw something on your helmet, and she's gonna climb back down.
Okay.
This party.
DK, we have to go on a scavenger hunt. As he shows him, Kuzan shows him the letter, and he's like, "We have to find some relics so that they'll give us the crystal."
All right. Well, that's not too bad. Where is that strange little dragon? Did he stay with Emily? I imagine.
Yes.
Yes.
I see.
Yes. Yeah, and he lost the crystal, so and now the druids have it. So, but honestly, it's. Yeah. Well, let's walk and talk. Let's walk and talk.
Okay. Yes, come.
Welcome talking to small island.
No, like let's head towards the volcano.
Okay.
This volcano.
Yes.
Okay. So what's our rotation gonna be on that damn boat?
I'll go first.
I will follow.
I'll false third.
We'll send the boat back for you, TK.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, I also came on a boat.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened.
There's only one boat.
Dylan's not here to say, "Oh, but the druids overhear you." They totally think that there's holes in the silver flame, and they are on their way to realizing that it's totally Emily's fault and a little bit Yushin's fault.
Interesting. That's pretty sick.
Going in, and I don't know if it's all dimension, but specifically Eberron, going in and out of Eberron, or even never mind.
He's not mentioning that they want to kill the person.
Oh, hey,
behind
Kevin,
it.
what's up, buddy?
I'm sorry, my microphone just cut out at the worst time. So say it again, please.
Let's
No.
walk and talk. Walk and talk.
Okay, cool. The druid walks away from you guys and lets you guys discuss the fucking bombshell she just dropped on you.
Oh, okay. So she's out of earshot.
Yeah, so druid is out of earshot. What do?
Oh, okay. So basically shifting between planes, whether within the different planes within Eberron, or even going to other planes, like this one that she mentioned that I never heard of called Galarian. It pokes holes in the silver flame, which allows demons to come into the plane. And there's this guy, and from what I know about Emily, it's kind of her fault. And they're they're currently trying to track her down, and once they find her, they're gonna sacrifice her.
So that's not gonna happen. We could maybe find another Emily, but we'll figure that out when we get there. That's interesting.
Also, just so you don't, if we ever speak to the druids again, as far as they know, it was Merrick's fault that the ship crashed. So don't let that lie slip.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Is this in character or out of character?
This is me talking in character.
Everything is in character unless you say otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. We gotta get those relics that I mentioned, so we gotta head to the volcano.
Let's start with that. Where's August? Is he gonna just catch up with us?
Oh, I haven't seen August in a bit. What about you, Duke? Have you seen August?
Do I have that Chinese fan or whatever?
You can cast prestidigitation if you want a Chinese fan.
What was that? Is that called Chinese fan or what was that called?
Just call it
If you want an
fan.
Oriental style
Just
fan,
like a hand fan.
Hand fan. September to say. Oh, I August has said a lot of things about you, Bango.
I imagine we have had many fun interactions. He stabbed me once.
Hmm.
I'll never forget that scar. I don't think it will heal.
Now, TK, would you say that August is beautiful? Because I would.
Sure. He's Siamese, is he not?
He's
Those are very interesting cats.
beautiful, man. Duke, have you seen August?
I wouldn't say he's a beautiful man, but I would say he is. What's the word? I feel like the correct term would be more of a pretty boy.
He's
Handsome?
fluffy, and I know a lot of people like fluffy things.
Sure.
He's wristastic.
Yeah, so far I haven't seen him use his wrist. Think he's a
Now,
bit
I will
afraid
let
too.
you know, TK. I best not see you making any moves on our friend September over here because she's already mine. I've already laid my lips on those.
That's interesting.
TK, do you want to roll me a wisdom check to realize that you're missing a male sorcerer cat, and now you have a female sorcerer cat, and you had a friend who was working on gender-changing potions?
Who
Put those
specifically
thoughts
said it worked?
together.
Honestly, I think it's funnier if he doesn't.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
What does Marty talk about?
Yeah. So apparently, there's also not only is Emily one of the perpetrators of damaging the Silver Flame, but there's also another. We don't know who it is.
I see.
But the druids are going to be able to complete their ritual once you find their artifact they're looking for.
Yes.
You don't have the
Are you
mana.
guys sure
right?
you want to do this?
That's the issue. Is we want the crystal, but once we get the crystal, we have to get them the relics, and once we give them the relics, they'll know what Emily did.
Oh my god.
Catch 22.
Should we do this?
We could convince them about rehabilitation, possibly, and explaining to her why it's bad, because apparently,
Do they know we're associated with her?
no, we did not let that slip.
Because they could just know the truth about Emily. Because, I mean, let's be real. She's got to face it eventually. As long as they don't find her.
But we also blamed everything on Merrick's.
Yes, we did.
Well, we could have just been wrong.
The druids are currently using the dragon
So what
shard
you're saying
as
is,
part of a
like,
divination spell.
2 minutes after we told her it was Merrick's, we go back to her and we say, "Oh yeah, it wasn't Merrick's. We were wrong. It's Emily."
Or we could let them figure it out and act all surprised.
So you're okay with letting? I'm personally. Emily has made her decisions in life, and if that's the consequences, then that's her job to face them. But I also do think she can be she can learn from this, and she doesn't need to be
I agree.
sacrificed. I think
I would not let her come to harm because of these people, but I will not hide the truth.
Look, I may have been like anti-Emily at some point, but I think she's a good kid at heart.
I agree.
Well,
That said,
I think we should.
Wait,
I
so
think
what
we
is
should
what does this
convince-
ritual do? Is it just divination? Are they trying to patch the hole?
They said divination. No, they can't patch the hole.
The druids let you know that there are holes in the silver flame, but as long as people are still keep dying, the silver flame will fix itself. The problem is someone is blowing holes by casting a bunch of plane shift spells. Wonder who that could be. And they want to find who that person is, and burn them at the stake.
Yes.
Oh,
I think.
Oh, so they're not trying to do anything good. They're literally just going on a witch hunt.
I mean, it's vengeance for people. The problem is these guys are gatekeepers, and they're trying to stop demons from coming into Kyber.
If Emily keeps doing,
But
what
will
she's
this
doing,
ritual stop demons?
This ritual will let them find Emily, who is blowing holes in the silver flame, to kill her, to stop her from plane shifting, which will stop demons.
But we've already stopped her from doing that.
Presumably.
Okay.
You guys want to try and explain that to gatekeepers whose entire job is to do this?
I think we should convince Emily to come here herself and come clean.
I don't know. I don't think that will blow over well with these people.
The druids are not good aligned, but they're not evil either.
I don't think they're going to let her walk. Their whole goal in
Bingo.
life is to stop people like her.
You feel if you bring Emily here, there is going to be a fight.
Yes,
Well,
and I
it
don't
does need to be stopped.
find
Like, if
myself
you-
in favor of fighting them. I think it would be best. Perhaps we could bring them a fake relic that will fuck up the ritual. We'll take the crystal ourselves somehow in some sort of stealth or some other way possible.
They will know what the relic is. We would have to know exactly what it looked like. It's very precious to them.
Well, they did just give you directions to a dungeon, so
We know what we could get it and then duplicate it. I suppose you're right.
We could replicate it without actually replicating the effects. Perhaps Emily could make something that will distort their results
Well,
if she can reverse engineer it.
if Emily were to plane shift again, I will be honest. I would take the sides of the druids.
I agree. But
If
now
she-
that we know better, we can tell her. And if she still chooses to, then we've clearly made the wrong choice on rehabilitation.
Okay, we are in agreement there, and I'm glad about that. All right,
Though it
don't
seems
know,
the first step would be to find this artifact, no matter how we address this.
You are correct. I do.
do you guys show TK the piece of paper you guys got from the druid?
I already did.
Okay.
C-session stuff. But let us head to the volcano.
You guys figure the volcano is at least like a few days, if not a week's travel away. So it is a bit of a trek.
Kind of where we have to go, though. No.
If that's the direction you guys want to go.
Oh, so you said you want us to go.
I think at the very least we should update Emily on this development.
That
Yeah.
also might be a good idea.
Oh, I was not planning on doing that, but okay.
Hell, maybe she could even find a way to like maybe not reverse the damage as much as it is like put a band-aid over it while we're gone.
Would that mean we would need to kill all the other animals here rather than let them go back?
What?
Well, if they were to plane shift back to their own dimensions, it would just cause more damage.
That's true. What if? Well, okay. So is it specifically the spell plane shift, or is it like them traveling?
You don't know
asking us
yet.
Out of character, would TK know that?
That would be a spellcraft check. The answer
That's
to that question.
true. Okay. Because we could always try dismissal, but we'll get there when we get there.
Implying TK knows what dismissal is.
I mean, considering his background, I feel like he would maybe know like.
Oh, hey,
sending
speaking
beings
of
back.
TK's background, there's also that elephant in the room.
Yeah, he was kind of just hoping that the party would glaze over that and not hear the, you know.
I mean, August hasn't said anything, and neither Kuzan or Duke knew you as Bango. So as long as August says nothing,
That's
we
also
don't know.
true.
I've been trying. I was gonna say something, but I didn't.
It's very clear. Duke doesn't
Didn't want to blow
Your
your
fate
chance cover.
lies in August's hands. And August isn't
Yeah, Duke
here
don't
right
even
now,
care.
too. August isn't even here right now, so like, you're even more in the clear.
Alright,
really
September,
funny.
do you say anything?
I think you should go back to your go talk to your family, TK.
Oh,
It seems like you have family issues from looks of it.
don't we all? We are a party of adventurers traveling the world to do crazy bullshit.
Well, my family life is very strong. We love each other very much, and they know what I'm doing.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
You're afraid of something, aren't you?
Aren't we all? I mean, like, everyone's afraid of something.
Is he sweating? Like, can I see sweat coming from his like
helmet?
TK's in
his
full
armor?
armor. He ain't taking it off.
Maybe there's dripping out of his helmet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What do you think, you should? Is he sweating?
No, it's not dripping out of his armor, but he totally like holds up a towel to his forehead against the already dry armor.
Yeah, and
out of like habit.
Yeah, September is toying with you, but also kind of like wondering what the hell's happened. What's with the family issues? You know?
Yeah. What about you? What's your fucking family backstory problems, or what's your trauma?
That's your trauma.
That's not. Oh, don't shift it with me. We all know you're shifting something.
I'm sorry, shifting something?
You're shifting the
Blame, shifting blame.
subject, so
Or
to
changing
speak.
the subject. Alright.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't think of the word. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Turn the tables.
Well, my family is a strange one. They're not around here though, so I don't have to worry about it.
Hmm.
Are
The
you sure
much-
about that, .gif?
You see, August gave me a very good description of how you look like without all that silver
Oh.
medal.
Is that so?
Yeah, and they've been talking about a druid by the same description how you look like.
That's kind of racist, I'm gonna be honest.
No.
Not a lot of orcs around here, as you can imagine.
Hmm. What's your
I mean,
last
then
name?
again, you're a cat, so.
What's your last name?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I genuinely do not know.
Hmm.
I don't really remember much from before I became the knight. And that I mean, I guess you already know about that.
Hmm. So,
Inside, he's like, I can't believe my last name is fucking oatmeal.
I mean, you guys are welcome to ask Jeffrey about that. There's an explanation there. Also, why the druid's name is Jeffrey when it's a woman.
So,
People
people are
are
named
for swap potion.
I'd say just give it. Let's just, fuck! I'm trying to pick a good rebuttals.
Take your time. Not in a rush.
No. She's gonna give you like a very kind of like what's the word for it? Sarcastic smile. Say,
TK, check your DMs.
I'm checking. Sorry, hold on. It's laggy.
and well,
Thing. I do remember that. Yes.
Just reminding you that's a thing these druids do.
Oh wait, do they just make these?
Yes, this is where those come from. It's druid magic.
Interesting. I imagine it's still hella expensive, but that's cool.
Oh, fucking incredibly fucking expensive. But you're standing in the origin of those things right now.
Okay. I could turn the horse into a person again.
Not quite, but he has ideas.
Bombshell dropped? What? What do you mean
What?
again?
what the hell?
I think we should get on the boat.
Does the party get on the boat and leave the grove?
Oh, we are not left the grove yet. Goddamn, we just.
Well, that's why I kept trying to say let's walk and talk.
Well, there's not a lot of places we can walk. We can walk and sail.
No, I mean leave the grove.
Does the party leave the druid grove?
I mean leave the grove and
Yes.
talk.
Yes, we do.
All right, come on, children.
Cool. I needed to know that. Party leaves the grove again. You guys are like here, basically off the. You guys are basically off the map down south-ish.
Honestly, Kevin, you should swap to Jumpgate because this shit is laggy.
I am very sorry. I have been experimenting with Jumpgate. I apologize.
All good.
But yeah, you guys are basically off the south of the harbor. Where do you guys wish to go?
I believe the decision was to visit Emily and let her know what's happening.
Alright, so you make your way back to the marketplace again?
Assuming that's where Emily is.
Alright, you guys make your way back to the marketplace again. At this point, it's about like 5 or 6 at night at this point. And TK, because you weren't here for the first time of this, basically, you guys are passing through like the slums. You're not necessarily inside Stormreach, but you're not like fully outside the city out here. You're like in kind of the slums around the city walls. There's a whole lot of homeless people around. Not nearly to the amount of homeless people you guys saw in Sharn, of course. There are a few red berries here and there, but for the most part, the really poor and the really downtrodden do not have red berries. Simply because getting a red berry is like the cheapest red berries out there are like 10 to 15 gold, and that's like a few months' food for a commoner.
Isn't that like an annual salary?
Yeah, like the average commoner makes like a few silver a month. So, well, though there are quite a few people with red berries, like the bottom of the dredges will probably never be able to afford them.
Mm.
Apart from just like a really lucky hobo here and there. You guys make your way back to Phoenix Tavern. You will see the place continues to be a massive dump. You guys make your way to the entranceway. You can clearly see it is very busy. There's a large crowd outside. Most of the staff have gone back inside. There is, however, one very terrified waiter kind of waiting at the entranceway, and he kind of meekly holds his hand up in front of you guys as you guys approach Phoenix Tavern. Hello?
Hello.
Are you the guys who are renting that room?
Is this the manager?
No, this is just one of the random employees.
Oh. No.
You guys really look like the people who are renting the far room.
Why do you ask?
I've got a bill for you.
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll take that.
What do they do?
He hands you he hands you an itemized receipt for all of the damage you guys have caused to the tavern, from replacing walls to completely digging a new tunnel.
I specifically told him who to give that to.
Well, he doesn't care because he's handing it to you guys.
We're gonna
about
give him
replacing all of this wine, replacing all of these pieces of furniture, and it totals to about 10,000 gold.
I don't understand how the main room got destroyed. I don't understand that though.
Hold on. Wait, was this just from that fight with the stone guy?
Essentially, yes.
What? We were only in the tunnel.
Yeah, we were only in the hallway.
And that's the only.
But according to my boss, accounting for the lost revenue and the noise damages and the physical damage and the amount of wines that have been spoiled and the reputational damage.
No,
It's all itemized.
How is there any damage to like the main bar area though? How did any of that get damaged in the first place?
He's bullshitting us, is what's happening.
No, but you said earlier. No, when I took September into the area to get a drink, you said like there was like debris everywhere. I was like, how did that happen?
Because you guys caused a bit of a stampede when you told everyone to get the fuck out of here.
No, we didn't tell him to get. Luciano whispered to the barman, like very calmly and quietly, escort everybody out.
Yes, and everyone began slowly escorting out. At which point, a fight started, and everyone began screaming.
Did we not wait until they fucking? Did we not wait for them to evacuate before we started the
I feel
fight?
like we chatted for a while because remember I kind of pissed him off. And we were talking for a bit, and he was like, apologize, and I was like, you're a very nice guy, and then he got mad at me for saying you're a nice guy.
Okay, well maybe there wasn't a huge amount of debris in the main area, but he's still charging you for digging a new tunnel, essentially.
That's like a couple days of work.
The bill is still massively overcharging.
Luciano did say to him, like we will cover the damages.
Yes, and that's why he's handing you a bill. It is still quite a bit more than you were expecting to receive, however.
How much is it? It's like 10 grand, you said?
And 10
grand. He is massively overcharging you for the damages. That is something I will say you guys will realize.
He's going to have a hard night.
Luciano, actually, wait, I can do this.
Should we raise him up?
No, I got this.
You sure?
Well, you got diplomacy, but
I got lying. That's my favorite thing.
No. I got intimidation.
Oh,
I think I do too.
I got
bonus to intimidation.
Wait, hold on. Do I have intimidation too? Wait, hold on.
I have plus 10 to intimidation.
Wait, hold on. Hold that thought.
I mean, I don't see what's the issue with all of us not going in front of them.
All right, let's do it.
Wait, no. Hold on. Please hold on.
What do you not have your character sheet up?
Duke isn't following him.
I got an 8 in intimidate, so let's do this shit. Let's do it.
All right, I go up to the manager. I slam this bill down the table. I say, "This is not $10,000 worth of damages. We are making a fair deal here, and we offered to pay the damages. That's not something we needed to do. That's something we chose to do. This is obscene."
All right, so
what the butt, dude? What the butt? What the actual freak? That's so dumb.
So-
Can I roll for
Let-
it too?
let me translate this event here, basically.
That is
So
obscene. That is so dumb. That is the stupidest not one in the world.
So what happens is the very meek waiter hands you a bill, and before he's even really able to say anything, Kuzan grabs the bill out of his hand, walks directly into the central area of the inn, walks directly up to the manager, raises his voice, and just fucking trips on a beer bottle and fucking pantses himself in front of everyone.
How do you pants full plate?
Like your belt feels unbuckled or something. The manager looks at you as you land on the ground and says, "Get the fuck off my premises."
That works too.
Take your fucking diva with you.
I don't think you want to talk to me that way.
Oh my god.
Get the fuck off my property.
He's on the floor.
Yeah. How do you respond to this bolsterous restaurant manager?
It's time to head out.
Sir.
I no longer wish your business. And you will not return to these premises until you have paid this bill in full.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in the history of luck.
Get the fuck off my premises.
Wait.
Should I raise him up?
Is he specifically saying this to...
He is saying this to Kuzan as Kuzan is laying on the ground.
I see.
Kuzan is going to leave and go in the back entrance.
You don't punch him? Also, it's only one entrance to the underground tavern.
Oh yeah. Oh, how many people are in the bar?
Not a huge amount. Cause actually, it's 6 o'clock, so it'd be pretty prime time. Maybe like 20.
Okay.
You disrespected me in a way that will not be forgiven, sir.
TK is going to pick Kuzan up, and he's going to turn to the owner and say, You realize that if you ask someone like us to pay an exorbitant fee for something that was not due, it's not going to be paid, right? We offered to pay for damages because we did not want any of your patrons to be hurt. We went out of our way to make sure the least amount of damage is taken, and you are taking advantage of us.
One sec.
I want to kill him.
Frankly,
wait, hold on.
I was fully gonna sneak into his back, just sit in his office and wait.
Well, that's the backup plan. But TK is like, he's being very polite about this. He's like, listen, you know what you're doing is wrong. Like, this is unbelievable. You are trying to take advantage of us, and you have picked the wrong people to do that. This is not happening.
I honestly think at a certain amount of ranks in a skill, not one should be impossible. I genuinely think that. Like, if I'm level 15 and I have 15 ranks in like handle animal,
that's kind of like Unchained abilities.
Like, I think that makes sense. I just genuinely, because like I would not expect like Simone Biles to I would like, maybe she doesn't do it perfectly every time, but I wouldn't expect her just to like fail utterly at like a beam like flip or something, you know? Like I wouldn't expect her to just like randomly just like backflop a backflip. Like it's Simone Biles.
No, I get you.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm still taking care of my family. I hope I did not show my bare ass on my webcam.
But yeah, basically TK is just like, hey, listen, we tried to be nice about this, and you are trying to take advantage of us. He's being like very polite, like, this is not happening, and if this is happening, then you are going to regret it. Like,
are you threatening him, or are you trying to be nice about it?
This is like, he's being polite about this as possible, because like this guy is an asshole, and he knows it. You know what you're doing is wrong, kind of thing.
Okay,
I'll give you a diplomacy check -2 because Kuzan already made this guy unhappy.
Hmm.
So roll diplomacy.
How is he mad? Freaking loser.
Not everyone you meet is going to be a nice person, and you've never worked in a kitchen before. Or you actually know you have worked in a kitchen before. You know how annoyed people can get.
Yes.
All right,
I literally worked with you.
23. The manager looks at TK and says, "Him and the diva and the corpse out of here. You are welcome in my establishment again when my bill is paid. I will revise some of the charges. But you understand what happened yesterday cannot ever be repeated.
I do
I consider
truly
my
apologize.
establishment a safe place."
I do truly apologize. It is simply the only place it could have happened. We tried to get him out first. We tried to bring him outside, and he would not have it.
Well, I apologize. Perhaps you might have more luck up in Anvil Fire, up in the Halfdenith Enclave, with trained soldiers around.
Well, if we could have brought him there, then I would love to have.
I know that place is run by Mr. Dawnblade. He runs a fine establishment.
I'm sure. Yeah, that's all. I mean, personally, it's a tunnel. That's about 1,000 gold of damage, and that's on the high end.
I'll hire an
Is my guess.
architect, and I will send you the bill.
And yeah, I guess we're gonna bring these guys.
You're paying for that architect.
We'll find an architect.
Please do.
Are we staying here? Do you think?
Yeah, let's bring these guys. Let's bring our people to another tavern at this point.
TK, do you think we'll be staying outside?
That would be best.
I'm sick of your passive aggression, sir.
He grabs Kuzan by the ear and leads him out.
Nah, I fight back.
Oh my god.
Roll grapple.
All right.
Are you being serious, Kuzan?
I want to get in his face.
All right,
Listen.
roll grapple.
Oh, that's CMD 22.
You're fucking kidding me.
I'm dead serious.
All right, you reach for Kazan. He attempt to grab him, but he kicks you in the face and throws you off.
I wouldn't kick him in the face. I would just flick your arm away.
All right. What do you do, Kazan?
I go up to the bartender. I grab him by the throat. Not his shirt, not the shirt. I grab him by the throat, pull him closer to me, and say, "Listen to me, you son of a bitch. Quit being so goddamn disrespectful." And I push him backwards, and I leave.
I am not affiliated with this man any longer.
The owner, the bartender slumps up against the ground, at which point the owner turns to the employees and says, "Get everyone out of here and call the cops. I want these people out of my establishment right now." And the hotel owner draws a short sword.
No,
I'm already leaving, dumbass. I'm already leaving.
TK is leaving as soon as he sees Kuzan try and get physical.
Kuzan turned around as soon as he's yelling at a guy with his back, he's yelling at Kuzan, who's already halfway out the door.
He still draws a sword and gestures for you guys to leave.
I look back at him and give him a look of pity and say, "Yeah, you feel big with that sword, don't you?" And I close the door.
Do you guys
Now I feel like we have to pay the bill.
Do you guys leave the tavern, or do you guys go get the rest of the party first?
Yeah, TK goes to grab Emily, and he's like, "Listen, the fucking reporter is just trying to start a fight. We are no longer allowed here. Let's find another one."
Okay, question. Why did a bunch of people come in here with red berries and take pictures of me?
What? Fuck off. Oh, we gotta get out of here, quick. Come on.
I'd
We'll
like
talk about
that.
this
I
after.
need an explanation, guys.
I can't offer you one right now.
Okay,
we need to go.
She runs with you. Ashley says, "I can't leave right now. I have my alchemical set up. I need time to turn all this off."
All right. Well, be as quick as you can. Because there are probably
10 minutes. And she begins flicking off beakers and packing stuff up.
Okay, just be quick because there are probably guards coming.
All right. You grab Emily and just backpack her out of the tavern.
Yep.
All right,
How-
cool.
How do you feel, Kuzum?
Better.
The rest of you guys get out of the tavern.
Yes.
All right, cool. Lucas comes with you guys, and like 5-10 minutes later, you see a very angry looking very angry looking Ashley come out of the tavern as well. She's like got this big. She's basically like duct taped the wooden table to her back, and she's carrying around like a whole bunch of beakers, half of which are like still smoking. And she says, "This is fucking ruining the next batch, by the way. Just letting you guys know that.
Be mad at the reporter, not me.
Where are we going?"
We're kind of figuring that out now.
Okay, well, quickly, I need to distill this before it hits 400 degrees.
Is there just something nearby where we can like stay, like for a couple minutes to let her finish what she's doing?
It's gonna take a few hours. We need an
shit.
inn to stay at.
All right, yeah. Where's the nearest decent inn?
Does TK know anything about Stormreach?
I
That'd be
mean,
a
he
local check.
used to live here.
That'd be a local check.
Local. Hey, not 20.
Nat 20. Oh, you know of quite a few taverns around here. Specifically here on the marketplace, there's the Rusty Nail over across on the other side of the marketplace. There is obviously Anvil Fire Inn or Hammersmith Inn, which is up in Houghton Heath. Alternatively, there is a pretty nice place down at the harbor you've stayed at a few times called the Wayward Lobster.
Is there one that's kind of like low key that someone wouldn't think to look for us? Right off the bat?
Probably the Wayward Lobster. It's down in the harbor. There's the Leaky Dinghy down by the harbor. That's the floating tavern. There's obviously a few dwarven taverns over in the banking district. They're pretty secure. House Fjarlin doesn't really have like traditional taverns. Like there's the Golden Wing, but it's mostly like an open bar setup sort of place.
Okay. Anywhere that can like kind of keep us like not under wraps. I can't think of the word. We're kind of laying low, I imagine.
The Wayward Lobster over in the harbor.
Sure. That'll do.
I'm where is on to do? Let me send you this picture. I'm sure Bango's quite familiar with the Wayward Lobster.
Perchance.
It's that place.
Oh yeah.
I've added Kuzan responds very badly to disrespect in his character flaws.
Good to know. I'm glad he is proud. Alright, party leaves the marketplace. You find yourself down by the harbor again. It's about another 10-minute hike in the other direction, so you are, weirdly enough, surprisingly close to the Druid Grove here. You walk into the Wayward Lobster. It's got two entrances, got a big double doors at the front and a little side entrance by the side. There's a few people walking around. There's a Cobalt bouncer of all people. However, currently, as you guys walk into the inn, pretty much 100% of the inn staff are currently having an aneurysm because you guys haven't dealt with that problem yet. As you guys walk into the tavern, as everyone in the harbor is currently having a brain aneurysm, so you guys walk into the tavern and don't spend any gold as everyone stares at you with cold, dead eyes.
He leaves like a couple gold on the counter, and then he finds a room that no one is in.
Cool. You see a number of rooms at the back. There's quite a few rooms. A few of them are occupied, but I'm sure the zombie people don't really mind. There's a fancy place over to the side. I don't have a map of this tavern quite yet, but I will in a. Actually, no. I have a tavern map I could use. To do. Let me rename this old map. To do. And yeah, let me move you guys over to this map. Boop. This is the Wayward Lobster. Grab your tokens. Let me grab everybody from the other map. Copy. Doo-doo. There are rooms off to the side, obviously, but this is the dining room area. And there are obviously more tokens here. I just haven't spawned them in yet. But feel free to move yourselves around and stuff. Hello?
Yep. Oh,
Yeah, you guys here?
yeah.
Did you guys see the new map?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I like this more than the other one, to be honest.
Enjoy Tavern map.
It is much more roomy.
Yeah, as all the employees here are currently having an aneurysm, you guys have basically as much space as you want.
Is everyone just like frozen essentially, or
Not frozen, but everyone's just kind of standing there. The red berries are like overloading. They're kind of having a mixture of a stroke and like an LSD trip. Their eyes like slowly turn to look in your direction. This guy at the front, he's got like a bit of a frowning on his face. He kind of looks towards you and says in like a low, droning voice, "Can I take your order? Can I take your order? Can I take your order?" Just like over and over again. This is like a manager in the back just counting money, and like there's this guy running around making like the same order over and over again.
Jesus? Okay.
It almost feels like their minds are on loop.
Oh,
Network problems.
we lost Houston.
Oh,
You got too rizzed up.
Cut in half. You got too rizzed up.
I mean, I got too rizzed. You got too rizzed up.
Nah, I rizzed you up. You're lying to yourself if you think you're the one who rizzed me.
You felt, I mean, I don't know.
Lucas immediately goes to take a massive dump. Emily sits down next to Blanco and says, "Explanation required? Can someone tell me why we just had to abandon the place beyond the obvious reasons?"
They kicked us out. We wouldn't want to be at that type of place anyway.
And why did they kick us out? For causing a fuss?
For telling them that they overcharged us.
And the reason we couldn't resolve it peacefully is...
They started it.
Okay, I believe you. Why the haste, though?
That's just TK being TK. He doesn't want to cause problems.
All right, well, good. Ashley says as she's setting up all of her stuff on a nearby table. I can't not heat these things. These things need to be heated correctly, or else they could be poisonous. Whatever you've just done may have caused another side effect in this potion I'm brewing. The water-breathing ones are done, by the way. You're welcome to take those, but this second take on the gender swapping potion might take some time.
All right.
What I'd really like is like some hag's feathers.
How rare is that?
Like feathers off like the head of a hag.
Like as in like the woman?
No, hag is in like the type of creature.
Yeah, like the witch looking type.
Yes.
Right?
They help focus. They help focus magic.
Where would I find a hag?
Shrugs. You're welcome to check the market, but and we don't need it. It just takes longer. I have to funnel them. I have to create a funnel otherwise. Filter out all the dragon. You understand? Unless you want unless all of you want scales.
Well, all I want to do right now is go back to that old bar and try to resolve things.
Didn't you say you're not going back to the old bar?
We're not staying there.
So what happens now?
Well, where's Emily? Where's our Emily?
Emily is sitting with Bango, but she peeps up when you say her name. Yes, who are you?
Uh, uh, September.
September, right? Don't suppose you know August by any chance?
We could say we're acquainted.
Are you replacing him?
And he's on leave right now, technically speaking.
On leave, so we're a military now. I'm
Hmm.
sorry. I don't mean. I apologize if I'm putting you guys under a lot of stress. I understand it. It can be very stressful nowadays. I don't want to compromise your effectiveness by having to deal with all of my fuck ups. That's everything. That's just what this entire Project for Tomorrow mess has been. My fuck ups. I'm trying to atone for those fuck ups.
That's the right mentality.
Why do you say that?
It's possible you might have made one more mistake than you thought you have.
Wonderful. Another reason for me to off myself. What is it
No,
now?
stop being. No, stop it.
What happened?
You see, jumping from plane to plane causes damage in the silver flame, which leads.
What?
Yes, that's what
No,
the
I
druid.
haven't done anything. Okay, I did a little bit of plane shifting, but why the hell would casting plane shift damage the silver flame? The silver flame was supposed to stop demons. I never went to Kyber.
That's what. Well, that is what the druids told us, that there are holes in the
You were
silver
talking.
flame.
I told you to get the damn crystal, not interview them.
They are using it, and we were trying to figure out what they're using it for, so that we could justifiably give a reason for them to give
And
it
they're
to us.
using it to fix the silver flame. We don't need to fix the silver flame. As long as
Nah.
people die, the silver flame will fix itself.
No, see what they feel, where their head is at, is that whoever did the plane shifting needs to be stopped, which you have stopped, but they don't know that yet, and they quote unquote want to bring you to justice and sacrifice you till eternal damnation.
Okay, and I want to sacrifice myself for eternal damnation. Damn it! You're the one stopping me from doing that. So the druid. So are you saying Stormreach's druid community wants to kill me?
Yeah, more or less. That's what they.
Great. Well, I'm happy to submit to their judgment, but we kind of have a few things on the agenda first.
You do. And getting the crystal. Unfortunately, the only way they'll give us the crystal is if we get them these relics that were stolen from them. And once they get those relics, they'll know that it was you who did the plane shifting.
So don't give them the fucking relics?
Our plan is to get the relics, have like replicas made of them that don't have the magical effects, and
you want me to intentionally create shoddy relics?
Yes, well, that's what TK suggested.
I mean, maybe. I have to see what the relic does first.
And then we would get the crystal and the trade and use the crystal so that we could go back down to the ship, clean the water so we go back to the ship and figure out what's going on over there, and then eventually make our way to Merrick's, all in hopes that they don't catch up to us along the journey.
That's one hell of a risk you want to take there.
Ask ask TK for more. This was his plan. I'm just telling you what he was saying because he's off in the bathroom right now. But that's more or less his plan.
I'll talk to TK when he comes back from the bathroom, obviously. But all right, I suppose that works. If that works the way it wants to, go relic hunting and whatnot. Find this thing. I am willing to submit to druidic judgment. I'd prefer not to die, honestly, mostly because you guys have been convincing me of the value of keeping my life alive. But the longer we wait, the more damage that House Kenneth can do with my invention. And I'd so whatever relic you're hunting, please do it quick. If there's any assistance I can provide, by all means.
Our first lead is at a volcano a ways away. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Oh, White Plume Mountain.
Yes, and that's a fair bit of a trek away from here, but
It's a fair bit to the north. Yes, it's an old volcano from back during the last war. I don't think it's active anymore.
here, look at this, and he slides over the note. It was like, do you have any other clues that you think they might have been saying? This is what the person who stole the relics left them.
Searching. So this is the Druid's relic?
The druid, yeah, whoever took this from the druid left this note to them as like, "Fuck you, I'm got your shit. Try and get it."
She reads through it. She rolls an Arcana check. K. I know of a K. I know of Kirpus.
Could it be?
Might be him. He's
What
been
is that
dead
name
for
that you said-
1,000 years, though.
Didn't you say something like something? It was like you. I feel like you mentioned it in the bar when I was kind of like listening, and when you were talking to them, it was like, wasn't it like Karzog, Karzig, or something like that?
Karzug, yes. That's Karzug is the name of a very powerful wizard, not from Eberron. He is from a distant plane called Galarian. It is where I found one of my duplicates, and it's where I found a good friend of mine by the name of Yuzjin. Karzug is a rune lord, and a very powerful one at that. He he was asking for magical artifacts. He was asking for information, but more importantly, he was asking for souls. We sent him souls. In return, he shared with us the technical know-how in order to complete Project Phasmara. I did not like dealing with him, and I regret my dealings with Mr. Karzug once learning his motives. But at the time, for the greater good and all that.
Kuzan's jaws dropped, but he's not gonna try and make her feel more bad about it. But he's just
Yes,
like,
I sacrifice souls to an evil wizard. Please add it to my sin count.
No, okay, never mind. I was trying to not make her feel worse about it, but I couldn't help but be astonished. Well, is it possible it was him, or is that something he would do?
I do not know much about Karzug. I know him to be a powerful wizard. I know him to be obsessed with artifacts. If this K is Karzug, well, I don't know why you'd be interested in stealing druidic artifacts. Maybe, possibly.
Do you think
it's entirely possible?
Do you think he has the power to create his own version of those? Because in my opinion, if he had the power to do that, he would have no incentive to steal them, other than just
when my dealings with Karzug, he came across to me as a being of infinite wealth.
Okay,
Stealing druidic artifacts from Stormreach is far, far below his method of attack. We might be dealing with a different wizard.
So then, who was the other person you thought something kills? You said.
So, about 1,000 years ago, this is well before the last war, there was a wizard who was active down here in Zendrik. His name was Krepus, and as far as I'm aware, he disappeared below White Plume Mountain. He never came back, and he was a human, and he intended to use White Plume Mountain as a base of operations of sort. That was 1,000 years ago, and humans don't live that long.
Well, he was a wizard.
He was a wizard, and I've nary heard from him since, because this was well before my time. This is just me recounting stories my mother would have told you. I know him to be a powerful wizard. Alternatively, the legend of Krepus is something that is, or Carapace, or how the fuck I pronounce his name. I've never really met the guy. As far as I know, he's been dead for 1,000 years. That's the only understanding I have of the name K and the location White Plume Mountain.
I don't know why, but my gut tells me he's alive.
You want to kill a 1,000-year-old lich?
Sounds pretty fun to me. Good story, right?
Sounds like a suicide mission.
Sounds like a good story. You know, as they say, as my generation says, do it for the plot.
Well, as far as I'm aware, wizards, if they want to live that long, They require artifacts, so I guess stealing valuables would be on point. It's probably filled with loot.
Well, I mean,
But it
loot is
would
loot.
involve pissing off a demigod wizard.
We can take him. Look at Duke. Look at Duke over there. He could take the world on right now with his bare hand.
Are you sure?
Look at
Then
him.
have fun storming the castle, I suppose. It's about a
Look at
week's
him.
journey north of here.
You look at Duke. You look at Duke and you tell me he doesn't look like he could take on the world with his bare hands.
Emily looks at Duke. How does Duke look?
He raises his glass.
I'll
And
take
nods.
that as a yes.
See, we'll be fine.
Have fun storming the castle then.
Wait, when are we gonna? We have a lot of things on our to-do list, don't we?
We got artifacts. We got gender bent people.
We got going down underwater for the ship. We got
disease.
We got taking out that dragon who kidnapped Helen. We
Yeah,
got Merrick's.
Oh, neat.
They're all connected though.
We got rescue that kidnapped guy. Oh wait, no, that was Bango. Bango's the missing guy.
Yes, you guys know the answer to all of the druids.
Man, we're that good. We're that good. Oh man, I don't know.
Essentially, you need to find some artifacts to give to the druids. The druids will give you the crystal. The crystal will get you a solution to the disease, and that'll get you the powerful armor.
Okay.
That is the chain of deals you guys have set up.
So
We get the
out of character. Is there anything? Do you know what Conqueror's hockey is?
What?
I've been thinking about Conqueror's hockey like all session.
Okay, in character, please.
This is a question to you as a DM. I should ask this after session. But yeah.
I don't know what Conqueror's hockey is.
It's a thing from One Piece that I think I was curious if there's anything similar to it in Pathfinder.
I don't know what it is because I've never seen One Piece.
It's like, you can just. I guess it's kind of like just. It's like a. It's not like a sleep spell, but it's just cooler than magic. I guess. It feels like
we'll
something
talk about it after session.
Yeah.
Anywho, do you guys do anything else?
Or
you set out for the mountain?
I think we should set out for the mountain. What do you guys think?
Because the mountain is about a week away, so that's where I was probably going to end session with you guys heading out to the mountain.
I mean, I think it makes the most sense.
Yeah, it's like it's like the Hobbit, but without hobbits.
All right. So is that where we're going to end things?
What do you guys think?
You guys want to do anything else here in Stormreach?
Well, I low-key have like a side quest that I want to go on by myself. That's about it.
And what might that be?
I want to wait until until like just before the bar closes, and slowly sneak in and kill the guy who disrespected me.
Dude.
All right.
Oh my god, dude.
So let's resolve that real quick. So
Are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do that? Or I'm
in
just
character, he does, and he did imply that he was going to do it. So it's up to you whether you realize he was implying that he was going to do that.
I don't know. I don't know. It's like
August, you guys wait 3 hours or 4 hours. It's about 10 o'clock at night. It's right around the time the bars start to close for the night, and you realize that Kuzan has a particular expression on his face. You realize what he is going to do. You attempt to talk him out of it.
Hold on. Susan, I know you really wish ill intent for that man, but you really want to kill him.
Yes.
Why?
You do not disrespect Kuzan, and if you do so, you will feel Enma.
I mean, the best course of action, in my opinion, is get a bag, shit in it, and put it on fire in front of his doorstep.
That just doesn't send the message as well, does it?
I mean, you can always do a little bit of arson if you really want to.
No. He means to disrespect me is to disrespect my god.
I mean, I won't say kill. You should probably just rough him up a little bit if you really want to. Because killing is gonna have more heat on our back, so to speak.
But they know it was me.
That's how you know you gotta slip it in and back without. What does Duke think about this?
If the boy wants to ruin his life, let him.
I do want to.
Although the last thing I knew, journalists weren't really this crazy. You sure you went into the right profession?
Writing is my craft.
Feels like to me your craft is just getting angry.
No. Have you, whenever else other than this moment, have you seen me angry?
A couple times. Feel like somebody just breathes you a little bit, it sets you off.
When was I angry? I was not angry.
I'm telling you, it's really not a good situation to kind of follow through with. Doesn't feel like you're thinking logically.
No. I don't know how to describe it, but this blade craves blood.
Yeah.
You sure you're
Doc-
not, kind of feels like, you don't, you know where they're good guys, right?
I would be doing society a favor, would I not?
No.
Well, perhaps I'll let karma get him.
That would be best.
Karma or arson, and he's gonna give him a wink.
Arson's not really my style, but I would not stop you from you doing arson.
I have nothing against this. I would rather riz him up, so to speak, and steal his money. But we got more important things going on right now. No reply or anything.
Wait, what did you say? I was so I was actually, maybe that makes more sense in character.
I said riz him up and steal his money. That's what I said.
Kuzan looks very deep in thought as he's holding his scythe.
Oh. Yeah. That's my style since I have this new body.
I suppose I should write down what happened today, so I can
Yeah.
edit it for the story for when that comes out.
Yeah, I think you should
Is
make it.
Kuzan going down to Phoenix Tavern, or are we calling it here?
He is not.
All right, cool. Hope
I-
everybody had a good session, guys.
It's
That was one hell of a one.
Is it the dating one that got to you? The dating simulator?
I've had weirder, but I'm happy you guys are enjoying the gender change potions you ordered, and I will just say I have no preference either way about inter-party romance. Just please, if anything of that nature happens, just fade to black. But I'm not opposed to it happening. But if you guys want to engage in relationships, I am open with it. Just up to you how you guys want things to proceed. I will turn off the recording software now. Boop.
I should make a September.
I should have fought him when he drew his sword.
You should have just bare knuckled boxed his ass. You know.
I shouldn't have listened to you guys.
All right, so out of character. So a bit of an explanation out of character. As you guys probably imagined, August asked for a little bit of a retrain, if it sounds worth.
Yeah.
And so he changed a few of his feats around. So this is my in-character explanation of why he's not so plant-based anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's
I
the
never.
out-of-character explanation for what just happened.
Yeah, I never played sorcerer in my life. I chose the wrong bloodline because like I got a druidic bloodline and that had nothing to do with what we're doing essentially.
Well, congratulations. You've got a new bloodline right now. However, the downside is you now have a vagina until you want to deal with it.
I mean,
also, the September thing was kind of a joke, but if you want to change your name to September, that's on you.
I'm glad that you didn't put like a bow on my profile pic or something like that. Just like
I don't know that much about Lackadaisy, but I tried to tie it back into it.
it worked. I liked it. It worked.
Again, you're welcome to go with the description I gave you, or you're welcome to take Rule 63 August into a different direction. If you don't want to stay a girl, there is an antidote for this, but you are essentially going to be a girl forever until you get hit with a dispel magic spell.
I'll wait a little bit.
So
I want to be a couple. I want to be
purely cosmetic, though.
okay.
I figure you're gonna have fun with it. Tara, I don't think there's anything you specifically wanted to talk to me about after session. But
No.
Neji specifically, you poked me like 4 different times. So
4 times?
You poked me about a bunch of stuff after session. So let's resolve that right now.
A trillion.
So what is this? What is this Chaos Conquerors thing?
Oh, okay. It's like